anybody who dropped short in the first couple matches, the ball just sat up waiting to be hit. And Tehran, the first genuine bouncer, going short today. And Mala, unfazed, hammering that over mid-wicket. Just one bounce over the rope. And he's had such a fantastic record over the years against USA, going back to that first match in 2008 in Jersey.
Yeah, he really did pick up that length quickly. It was an out-and-out bouncer. It wasn't a badly directed bouncer right up towards the throat of the batsman, Mala, but he dealt with it really well.
I was talking with former USA captain Orlando Baker over the phone a couple days ago. We went head-to-head with Mala in many of those matchups. Wanted to pass along a hello to Gyanendra Mala and also to Binod Das. Binod was the captain for Nepal in those first encounters when Nepal scored their first ever victory over USA in 50-over cricket in Division 5 in Jersey back in 2008.
Down the leg side, it's going to be another boundary. Big appeal from Rusty Tehran, but it's been given as runs. So just a fine tickle on that. An appeal out of hope more than anything else. Tehran strays in line this time for the first time going down the leg side. Good batting from Mala.
Well, it's the first genuine bad ball that Rusty Tehran has bowled in this spell. And deep fine leg, very, very wide. No chance for Xavier Marshall to cut that one off. Easy pickings for Mala.
The first over with 2 boundaries in it. That's really got the crowd ticking. Nepal, Nepal, they chant. Down the leg side again. This one's going to be signalled wide. We're starting to see just how much of a factor the crowd is going to be if Nepal can start to get on top.
So far on this power play, 4 boundaries for Nepal, but 3 have come in the last 2 overs. And USA starting to get rattled a little bit, under pressure here now. Is the crowd really getting into it, Lenny?
Tehran will close out his 5th over. End of the first power play, Nepal 34 for 1.
निर्माणको शक्तिशाली आधार एसआर स्टील
Thank you, Andrew. Nepal started cautiously, but it's a solid start, nevertheless. Just what the doctor ordered for Nepal. 2 of the best batsmen putting up a partnership and batting as long as possible. Welcome to the comeback, Sachin.
Thank you so much, Binod. Saurav Netravalkar now introducing himself, the captain. Hint of movement for him as well. Rusty Tehran produced some really good deliveries, getting rid of Nepal opener Subhash Kakrel. What a day, what a morning we've had.
I was surprised that Saurav didn't start the proceedings from this end, because he's one bowler who will get the maximum amount of movement, especially with the new ball.
And this duo, captain and former captain, I beg your pardon, Gyanendra Paras, the crowd behind them, easily defended there. Captain and former captain, box.
As we all say, this is a historic occasion to be part of. Both these batsmen, not only both these batsmen, both these cricketers have inspired a generation. And looking at the crowd today, Sachin, it looks like it's one of those matches where where it's going to go down to the wire and the crowd will play an important role. Oh, what a pity. Chance there. Thankfully for Nepal, it fell in right in the middle of two fielders. Lucky escape there for Paras Khadka, and our heart skipped a few beats, Sachin.
Definitely, definitely. The crowd happy for the ball not carrying on to the fielder. It went to no man's land. And luckily for Paras Khadka, he's got an escape here. He'll definitely look to make big runs today. This duo so important for Nepal's success with the bat. 35 for 1. Nepal, I think, has got an ideal start.
The man to be dismissed, Subhas Kakurel, the nemesis who's always haunted US for the last 5-6 innings. It was a rare failure for him against USA. His last 3 innings has been not outs against USA and 100 to boast. So he would be feeling the heat actually. He was brought in as a replacement to Sarat Bheshawkar, who played a fantastic knock against Oman but sadly got injured. He was replaced by Subhas Kakurel, and he got an opportunity to do it today to open the innings, which was a right move, I guess. They made early inroads in this into this batting lineup. Subhas Kakurel got a good ball, mind you. Slightly outside off stump, moved away. He just poked the bat at it. Rusty Theron is an experienced customer. He's played for South Africa. He's making his experience count. He made the ball do the talking in the morning.
Definitely the last ball of the 11th over. Defends it easily, Kendra Malla, and after 11 overs, Nepal 35 for 1.
Change in bowling from the far end as well. Stevenson coming into bowl. So Nepal losing the toss today. Had to bat first. I would say it was a good toss to lose, Sachin, because this wicket seems to be a lot better than earlier 2 wickets that we played on.
Again, outside the line of off stump. And USA have got in Stevenson in place of Timil Patel. They're backing more pace bowling than spin, which traditionally is supported by this track here at Tribhuvan University International Cricket Ground.
Anybody who's played some cricket on this TU ground, if you ask them, would not support that move because you're taking out a leg spinner and bringing in a medium pacer. These bowlers do have experience of bowling medium pace on a surface that is slightly suitable to fast bowling. This is a docile pitch. You'll not get anything out of the wicket. If anything, the ball will move around for maybe first 10-15 overs. Mind you, 2 new balls are used from both ends. So maybe for first 15 overs, there will be some movement of, not off the pitch, but in the air. So both these batsmen know the fact that they need to bat till the 15th over, and then from there, the batting will become a lot easier.
Lucky this time for Paras. The ball is traveling. Will it go all the way? Yes, it does. A boundary. The crowd is elated. They're celebrating every run that Nepal is scoring. That's TU crowd for you. Always has been the same way.
And it's filling in pretty quickly, this ground. Already we have about 8,000 spectators inside. We're expecting this to be at least 15,000 crowd by the afternoon. It's a cold morning, and it's a Saturday, so people will slowly fill into this ground, and what a spectacle it will be in the afternoon.
Short one here by Stevenson. The crowd actually expecting a wide from the umpire. Such a beautiful morning if you're a cricket lover. If you're around Kathmandu, you cannot miss this sight. Captain Gyanendra Malla and Paras at the crease. Wonderful day of cricket.
Stevenson looks to be a gentle medium pacer. Puts in a lot of effort in his final stride. Looks to move the ball around with the seam. Nice easy action. He's not somebody who hustles onto the wicket. Ambles in, tries to put the ball in the right areas. So far, nothing threatening about him, neither the pace nor the movement. But he's been good with his length so far.
The only bowler who's looked to trouble Nepali batsmen has been Rusty Theron. Even Hutchinson wasn't spot on with his line and length.
So after 12th over, Nepal 39 for 1.
सुरक्षित निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार SR स्टील
दर्शकवृन्दहरू कृपया हाम्रो च्यानल सब्स्क्राइब गर्नुहोला। हामी नेपालको सम्पूर्ण खेलहरू लाइभ लिएर आउने छौं। दर्शकवृन्दहरू तपाईहरु के खाजा खानुभयो? दर्शकवृन्दहरू खाजा खानुभएको छैन भने दही चिउरा केरा आँप खाएर भए पनि तपाई सन्तुष्ट लिनु होला। दर्शकवृन्दहरू हामी नेपालको सम्पूर्ण खेल लाइभ लिएर आउने छौं। दर्शकवृन्दहरू कृपया च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब गरिदिनु होला है त गाइज। अब लाइभ हेर्नु पर्छ, नेपाललाई जिताउनु पर्छ दर्शकवृन्दहरू। हस्त दर्शकवृन्दहरू
at Tribhuvan University International Cricket Ground, the crowd coming in. They're behind the Nepali cricket team. Paras and Gyanendra at the crease at this point of time, and Saurav Netravalkar will bowl his second over. He's also looked to get some movement off the track.
It's not a threatening bowling attack by any stretch of imagination. There is nothing express pace about this bowling attack, but they've been very disciplined bowling attack, especially with their length and line. But on this wicket, if you want to trouble the batsman, you need to have that important factor, spin movement, if you want to trouble the batsman, because this is too slow a wicket for a medium pacer to create doubt in batsman's mind whether to go forward or backward. They can be on their front foot all the time and still have time to manage the short balls.
USA probably thinking that Nepal is already strong against the spin bowling, so they introduce one more medium pacer. Oh, beautifully played this time, tucked off the pads, and this will go all the way. He's very strong on his pads. Gyanendra Malla and Saurav Netravalkar cannot afford that line to him.
Absolutely glorious shot. Gyanendra Malla loves the ball onto his pad. He's already played a couple of good flick shots. These are the signs that he's getting back to his best. And once Gyanendra Malla gets in, we all know what he's capable of. Both these batsmen have got hundreds and big hundreds at international level. So good signs early on for Nepal. They're 43 for 1 so far, and it's only 13th over. So good platform to build upon.
Definitely the experience of Paras and Gyanendra. Gyanendra, inarguably the best technical batsman we have in Nepal. Beautifully defended again. He's so good with his technique. His balance is there and looks very elegant when he plays his shots. Strong both on the on and off side. Gyanendra Malla.
He looks so natural when he's batting. There's no fuss about his technique. Very simple technique. He's either forward or back. Only problem he faces is he gets bored at times. of being it too easy for him.
Well defended again. Vinod, take us through your first impression of Gyanendra Malla when did you see him for the first time, and what is your expression? Was he a wonder kid the first time you saw him?
He came from under 16 ranks. Then he went on to play under 19s, captain under 19 sides as well. But when he walked into the senior setup, when we saw him in the nets, we were very impressed. Yeah, he was somebody who was not hurried by the pace. He was somebody who got more time than you think to play against the medium paces and also against spin. His footwork was something that we all thought would be handy to battle at the highest level. Odd bounce there. Just kicked off the surface. So once he came into the scene, he had a horrible start to his career. He got about, I think, 3 ducks in 3 innings. But we all knew that he's got some special talent. We persisted with him. And I was the one who forced him to open actually when we were touring Pakistan. Because at that time, Pakistan boasts of a very, very formidable bowling attack, which had Amir, Wahab Riaz and all these guys playing for them. So I forced him to open, and he had 350s in 3 innings. After that, as we call it, rest is the history. Nepal 43 for 1 after end of 13th.
सुरक्षित निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार
दर्शकबिनहरु ल हजुरहरुलाई एउटा क्वेशन तपाईको आमाको भाइको बुढीको छोरीको फुपूको बुढीको छोरीको छोरालाई तपाईको के पर्छ 99% फेल हुन्छन् अरे दर्शकबिनहरु तपाईहरु हेरौं कतिको मिलाउनु हुन्छ दर्शकबिनहरु हेर्नुहोस् च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब गर्नुहोस् बिचमा रमाइलो गर्दै गर्नु दर्शकबिनहरु यस्तै त हो नि हैन दर्शकबिनहरु
मोबाइलबाटै हुन्छ रेड दाइ नेक्स्ट
राजीव
फेरि मोबाइलको ब्यालेन्स सक्यो होला डोन्ट वरी
40th over in progress. Once more, he's getting a little bit of movement from that around off-stump area, Stevenson. And he needs to be a little touch fuller, like what he did this time around. Last over, he went for a boundary of a first or second ball. The ball pissed up, and then he started bowling short suddenly. So this is the length if you want to create problem for these two batsmen, because when the ball is relatively new, that's the time you can make inroads into this batting lineup. Once this ball gets old and you don't have spinners to contain, it's going to be 10 Nepali batsmen after that.
Short and pulled this time, but not enough connection. No timing on that shot. Just a single to Gyanendra Malla's name.
I still believe he should be pitching the ball up, allowing the ball to move. If you pitch the ball short, only way Gyanendra is going to get out is if he mistimes one. It also provides him to score freely. He's already faced 38 balls, so he must be well aware of the fact that the wicket is not coming off. It's on the slower side.
Much better length this time. And the USA bowler will also have to understand that these two batsmen are very experienced. They've faced the pace of Wahab Riaz and some of the very quick bowlers around the world. So this pace will not boggle them. The surprise bouncers are okay, but you'll have to make sure that they're sharp enough.
Still, this length is short. You need to bring the batsman forward, like what he did in the first ball.
Short again. Pulls it far as Khadka, but doesn't get enough off the bat. A single to his name.
Both these fast bowlers, in fact all 4 fast bowlers, apart from Netrowalkar, has been on a shorter side. Only Netrowalkar has pitched the ball up. Odd occasions he has drifted onto the pads and went for runs. Otherwise he has bowled probably the best length, and that's why I feel that he should have opened the bowling. Him and Rusty Theron could have been ideal in that morning session. Good for Nepal. They managed to play on the riskier overs. Loss of 1. That's the length I was talking about. Make the batsman come forward. And that's the length that is going to cause trouble, and it has caused trouble for Nepal and Gyanendra Malla. He departs for 21 after facing 39 deliveries.
Both the openers being dismissed in a similar fashion. Outside the off stump. And a very good catch taken there by Steven Taylor.
This is the length I was talking about, Sachin. Bring the batsman forward. Look at Gyanendra. He was half pressed forward. And the ball just left him slightly. He poked at it. Steven Taylor. Smart, neat catch there from him. Nepal, after batting first, Nepal 46 for 2.
Action!
Parley top. Loaded with tasty buttery.
दर्शकबिनहरु ज्ञानेन्द्र मल्ल आउट भइसकेका छन् अब चाहिँ नेपालको हालत के होला
Parley top buttery taste, buttery sapana.
कृपया सबैले च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब गरिदिनु होला हामी खेल सम्पूर्ण लाइभ लिएर आउने छौं हजुरहरुको सामु नेपालका कुनै पनि खेल कुनै पनि हाइलाइट्स हजुरहरुको सामु मिस हुने दिने छैनौं तपाईहरुको सामु मनोरञ्जनको रूपमा हामी विभिन्न फोटोहरु तपाईहरुलाई देखाइरहेका छौं कृपया हाम्रो च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब गरिदिनु होला लाइभ हामी दिइरहेका छौं हजुरहरुको सामु
So big blow for Nepal. Captain Gyanendra Malla departing after getting a start once again. It was a good ball, mind you, right in the corridor of that uncertainty that all the fast bowlers talk about. Ball pitching on off, slightly outside off stump, carrying on from there. Batsman poking at it, getting caught at slip. That's the length that we've been talking about for last 2-3 overs. There's no point bowling short, but maybe those odd deliveries didn't allow Gyanendra Malla to come fully forward.
Gyanendra Malla, after scoring 21, after getting that start, departs. A meaningful partnership, you'll have to say, between Paras and Gyanendra, but it's a 50 overs match and you would have expected Gyanendra Malla to stay for a longer period of time, but in walks Vice Captain Dipender Singh Airi. And a very good delivery rewarded from Stevenson. He got a couple of edges of Paras Khatka. Let's have a look at this from a different angle. What a beautiful catch. Came in sharp and took it very easily. Made it look easy, in fact. Steven Taylor.
Another good ball. Slightly on a sort of side outside again. Whenever he has pitched the ball, he's got rewards. So 14 over gone. Nepal 46 for 2.
Skyward referees.
Saurav Netrowalkar continuing from the pavilion end. Paras Khatka ever so cautious. Naturally, he's a very aggressive batsman. He is not somebody who believes in leaving too many balls outside off stump. Today, he's curbed his natural instinct to bat for the team because he needs to be there as long as possible if Nepal has to make any substantial score. Sarad not being in the team will hurt Nepal for sure in terms of experience. Though they have the batting lineup, which bats really deep. They need somebody with experience to bat around these youngsters. If Paras stays there till end, Nepal will surely post a threatening total onto the board.
Definitely, that's something he has been doing for a long time for Nepal. Easily the best batsman according to performance. Paras, 46 for 2.
In every sense, he's the best player Nepal has ever produced. Paras Khadka, leader of the pack. Regardless of him leaving the captaincy, he's still the leader that everybody looks up to in the team.
Such an influence this man has around the country. His following is such that people come into the grounds to watch him bat. There was a chart mentioning cricket is my religion, Paras is my God. So that's the kind of image that he holds.
Of course, we have very, very emotional fan following. When it comes to cricket, there's some nervousness surrounding this ground after the loss of Gyanendra Malla. When those two were batting, you could hear a lot more sound. But everybody in the crowd now feels that pressure. That's how much they love their cricket here in Kirtipur Cricket Ground.
Thought of a single initially, said no there, Paras, and rightly so. Dipender Singh ID, meanwhile, has emerged as the brightest prospect in Nepali batting from the younger lot.
He is very talented for sure. He scored runs in his under-19 matches against very good sides, be it India, be it Sri Lanka. He's a proven performer against quality oppositions. He backs himself. He's got a lot of confidence on his abilities. That's what's important to perform at this level.
Paras this time plays between the gaps. I'm not sure if that was intentional. But fetches one run for Paras and Nepal, and 15 overs have been completed, 46 for 2. Cameron Stevenson to continue. He's already represented Melbourne Renegades in the Big Bash League.
We were talking about this offline, Sachin, that this is kind of a world 11. You've got Australians, South Africans, West Indian and Indians representing USA. It's a great initiative, though. There's no harm in players playing for some other countries where they're getting an opportunity. It's cricket at the end, which
Nepalese living in United States, you never know.
I was hoping that somebody like a Kanishka Chaugai or Monique Shrestha would probably be in contention, but they chose to study there, work hard, because it's not easy for a Nepali player to go and walk into any national side, as you would know, because we are not a very well-known test-playing nation like what these teams are. Australians, West Indians, these players get that benefit of going from a test-playing nation. Stevenson once again in that corridor all the time. Still feel he should be, if anything, be on a fuller side for him to create more trouble, like what he did against Gyanendra Malla. Both these batsmen, Gyanendra Malla and Subhash Kakurel, they got caught in the crease, not going fully forward, not staying back, and there was enough movement for the bowlers to trouble them.
Also poking at the delivery, a dangerous thing to do when the ball is swinging and carrying. Oh, Paras Khadka hold himself back at the last moment. Very unlike Paras Khadka kind of innings, as Binod mentioned.
And it's the length. Mind. This ball, he had come forward. That's the difference. If he could stay back to the deliveries, that a pitch shot, he will not face similar problems. So all the more reason, Stevenson should look to pitch it up.
Short this time, wanted to pull it, Paras. Onto his back. Not as much as bounce as Paras anticipated.
Suddenly, Nepal seems to lost its momentum that was there. Suddenly, Paras getting out, Gyanendra getting out. Pardon. And both these batsmen, Dipendra and Paras, most over Paras, has found it tough to get going because they bowled so well at him.
Inviting for the drive again. Stevenson, another maiden for him. 47 for 2 after 16 Nepal.
सुरक्षित निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार SR स्टील
Skyward refrigerators, lively and fresh every day.
The last 2 overs. Good length, and he just popped it into the hands of a fielder at mid-off. The ball didn't come off. Seems to have lost the pace, and the shape of the batsman wasn't that great. He just threw his bat at it.
Pin drop silence at the ground means one thing. Dipendra Singh Aidi makes his way back to the pavilion. What a big wicket this for the United States, and massive shock for Nepal. Dipendra Singh Aidi walks back.
Skyward. Ben Nevis.
So Nepal in deep trouble here, losing its 3rd wicket for the score of 47. A nothing shot there by Dipendra Singh Aidi. And J.V. Marshall at mid-off had a dolly to hold on to.
And like countless other times, Nepal's batting will depend on Paras Khadka. Is there? Arif Sheikh, the new man in. He'll have to look to give good company to Paras.
Just look at the length Saurav Netravalkar is bowling. All the more reason I believe that he should have caused more problems with the newer ball. Just look at the length he's bowling. He's pitching it up, inviting the batsman to come forward all the time. That's what creating trouble for all these batsmen. They've not allowed these batsmen to go away with free hits. They've kept it there and thereabout all the time.
And imagine if he had got that ball to nip in with a new ball. He would have been a real venomous bowler, Saurav Netravalkar.
Still a lot of batting to be done. Still, we're not even halfway mark. And Nepal already in deep trouble. seems to be rolling his finger over the ball this time around. Devendra Singh Airi just pushing at the ball, not allowing the ball to come to him. He's just pushing at it, giving a simple chance to Jadon Marshall on mid-off. Once again, the length is allowing the batsman to come forward. From there, anything that goes away or even comes in becomes a tough thing to handle for both the batsmen.
And it's a big opportunity for Arif Sheikh, the youngster. He still has plenty of overs to bat. Has a point to prove. He's proven himself in the domestic circuit. Now this is a massive opportunity for him to show his mettle at the international level.
Again in that corridor of uncertainty. This is terrific bowling from Saurabh Netrowalkar. He's come in and just pegged into that area of outside off stump. Hasn't allowed batsmen any width to work with. Been there and thereabout all the time. The biggest hope for Nepal is that the former captain and the best batsman is still there. And he needs to bat deep. He needs to carry this inning on his shoulders. And as Sachin rightly mentioned, he's done that on numerous occasions. One more dot ball to finish the over. Once again, it's a maiden wicket over. So 17th gone, Nepal 47 for 3.
Hunt in pair, this pair of Stevenson and Netrowalkar creating hits, 2 important wickets. They've dried up the runs. Nepal at one point of time were going at 3.9, now they're 2.76. Plenty of dot deliveries as well. And the bounce there.
They bowled a very good line as well. Especially after the 10th over, they've not drifted onto the leg side at all. They've kept it outside the off stump all the time. If anything, they played with the length. They've been on a slightly shorter side most of the times, but whenever they pitch the ball up, batsmen have faced a lot of problems with that.
Straight to the fielder. No, says Paras, rightly so. 47 for 3. At one point of time, Nepal were looking very comfortable when the partnership between Paras and Ganendra was going.
These last 7 overs has yielded about 14 runs in total. They've also lost 2 wickets. And 2 of their better players have got out in these 7 overs. So terrific pressure from both the ends, from Stevenson and Netrowalkar. Paras battling it out there in the middle. It's not going to be easy, as we all thought that this game is a game of nerves. Paras needs to bat this period out if Nepal has to score any threatening score on the board.
Stevenson, meanwhile, is bowling immaculately well. He's spot on with his line and length. Also getting a hint of away movement. And odd short deliveries too. Very good bowling, very good bowling. Look at his figures already, 3.41 for 7.
And I think all the 7 runs came off his first over. Just wait for that ball fuller and inviting Paras to drive. Because he's pushed Paras back with his 4 deliveries that he's bowled so far in this over. Paras must be ready for the ball that's coming up for a drive. It's going to be interesting. That's the length I was talking about. That's the length I was talking about. 4 balls. He pushed him back, pushed him back, pushed. He bowled it up for Paras to drive, and Paras was in no position to drive that ball. Actually, it came back in.
Came back in really sharp too. The only thing that must have saved Paras is an inside edge onto the pad. Very good decision here. The umpires have done a decent job in this tournament. Last ball of this over coming up. Short again. Big appeal and given. Heartbreak for Nepal. Paras Khadka, the big man, will have to depart, and USA have picked up the most important wicket of the Nepali team. A short one. Massive appeal and no hesitation from the umpire.
A good short delivery to follow up that earlier paced up ball. Right onto the badge of the helmet. Paras had no other option. He went after it. Just managed the edge. Very close to his bat. Paras shaking his head. Walking back to the... Came back in, hit him on the higher side of the pad, just brushing the pad on the way to the wicket keeper. No way that could have been given out. LBW going way too high, but the ball came back in. Look at that ball, came back in.
Strange appeal here from Netravalkar. The umpire cooling him off. 1 for 6 or 4.1 overs. The USA captain has performed exceedingly well. Now this bowling partnership between Netravalkar and Stevenson creating the difference. 3 wickets and they've given less than 13 runs.
Both these bowlers do not possess threatening pace. It's only about length and the line that they've bowled so far. They're making the ball talk. 2 new balls from both ends. It's absolutely sure that it's going to have some sort of movement on the ball, especially in the first inning. It's 9:30 starts, cold morning. So there would be some movement, but Nepal, after negotiating those first 10 overs, are going nowhere with their batting, especially in last 8 overs.
Not even a single run scored in the past 4 overs. It's not the kind of scorecard you'd want to see.
Paras again looking to go after this. If there was anything, it was bat. Because it didn't hit any part of his body or helmet. Even when they have bowled those bounces, it's been right on the money. So credit to all these bowlers. So far, they've been immaculate with their bowling.
I still believe that Urek, with Netravalkar not bowling initially in the innings, because he looks to invite the batsman to go after him, giving that length to drive, and if he gets even a bit of movement, it'll be very difficult for the batsman to comprehend.
But Nepal will need to have a plan against these 2 bowlers. They cannot just allow them to bowl on that spot and keep defending it. One good ball here and there, they would find themselves in trouble almost all the time. Once again, edge towards third man. Will fetch him a single. these two batsmen will have to find a way to get out of this situation. They just cannot keep blocking at it. Maybe they will have to bat outside the crease, or maybe they will have to bat onto the wicket for them to have an opportunity to score off these balls. You just cannot get yourself out of this situation defending.
And that single has come after 28 deliveries. That has been the story. 4 maidens in a trot. That's not what you expect as a batting unit.
Especially when somebody like Paras is batting for you. There are top order batsmen who are batting. Do understand that Nepal lost its captain on the 12th over. But after that, it's been an uphill.
End of the 19th over, 48 for 4 after Nepal.
सुरक्षित निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार
Stevenson continuing from the Chovar end. Nepal's batting, especially in these last 9 overs, has been poor, and that's an understatement. It's not only poor, it's been aimless. They're going nowhere with it. First 10 overs, they were 34 for 1. They've scored about 14 runs in 9 overs and lost 3 more wickets. Seems to have no plan whatsoever about how to go about the business against these type of medium paces. They bowled well, for sure. But the score line suggests that they bowled unplayable, which is not the case. Once again, full toss, flick towards the fine leg. Arif will get a single only. The score moves on to 49 for 4. Sachin, the way, especially after Gyanendra got out, the way they've imposed pressure on these two batsmen was something to behold of. And once Paras could not get away with the score, we all knew that it's going to be tough for the other batsmen to follow.
Definitely. At one point of time, Nepal had established partnership going. 2 batsmen were well set. Then just lost the way after Captain Gyanendra Malla was dismissed. Kushal Malla, big opportunity for him. Oh, that's a wild swing. I'm not sure that's the right thing to do. Wanted to break the shackles.
Kushal plays that way, and he has to do something, especially with the kind of phase that he's been into, where 9 overs has gone for only 14 runs. He has to do something different. He just cannot keep blocking at the deliveries. And that's his style of play. When you dig a hole for yourself, you need to get out of it through something special. Who knows? Kushal's approach to this game could change things for Nepal, because at the moment, they're in deep, deep trouble.
The crowd backing Kushal Malla, the youngster. Such sensible crowd this. They understood that the young guy still feeling that heat of his first ever one-day international. Well defended here. Stevenson is bowling a very immaculate line in length. I think disturbing his length is the first thing Nepalese batsmen should look to do.
And you can only do that if you change your approach. You cannot just stay there, sit there and look to defend all the balls. That's what we've done so far. If somebody is not express pace, or if somebody who's not doing something special, you tend to impose yourself onto the bowlers rather than waiting for things to happen for you. That's what we have done in this inning. Afraid for these last 10 overs, we were going nothing. Nowhere actually.
Try to stay through the gap there. Not able to do that. Kusal Malla playing his first match. He's a known name now in the Nepali domestic circuit. You'll have to put on a partnership here with Arif because Nepal are in deep trouble. They've lost 4 wickets, 4 big guns gone. The run rate is not good at all, 2.49.
We do understand that they bowl well. No question about that. But then you need to find a way to counter that. You just cannot stay there like a sitting duck. Nepal has lost all its momentum in batting in last 10 overs. And that's a dangerous sign. They need to come out with a plan to counter this.
Anything below 200 will not be safe for Nepal. Nepal can defend. Nepal has all the bowling needed, but the bowlers will also need some kind of score to defend. At this point of time, Nepal are not headed to that direction. 49 for 4 after 19.5 is disappointing.
Once again, Sarat's absence will hurt Nepal badly today. Once again, just a single to come off this over. Nepal 49 for 4 at the end of 20th.
सुरक्षित
But straight to the fielder, no runs there, and there's a change in the commentary. We have Prarambha Dahal joined by Ayush Gautam to take you through the next 10 overs.
Good morning to our viewers watching Kantiwood Television SD from across the world. If you've just tuned in, you're watching the third match of the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup League 2 between United States of America and Nepal. Welcome, Ayush. Nepal in all sorts of trouble.
Thank you, Prarambha. Definitely Nepal in all sorts of trouble. Lost 4 quick wickets when Gyanendra Malla and Paras Kharka were looking brilliant with their partnership. Gyanendra Malla picked up an ace and he was gone back to the pavilion. After that fall of Paras Kharka's wicket, now pressure all on this young guns, Kusal Malla and Arif Sheikh.
This also is a very good opportunity for these two young batsmen to show their mettle. And that's a good shot, but that finds a filter. Dot ball. It's Captain America back into the attack again. He has only given 7 runs from his 5-on-3 overs so far. What an amazing spell from him in particular.
Brilliant captaincy there by Netravalkar. He's trying to apply some pressure over this 2 new batsmen in the crease. You can see a gully in place, point, cover. Mid-on. Back-to-back dot deliveries.
Nepal have not been finding the boundaries. The boundaries have dried up. Meanwhile, at the same time, they've also been struggling getting those singles, despite the fact
Stevenson is having at the moment. He's playing his first game in this tri-series. Was not part of an American team in the previous match against Oman.
Well, Ayush, despite the fact that Nepal have lost 5 wickets inside 21st overs, these two young boys out there, especially Kushal Molla, the debutant, the left-handed batsman, has a great opportunity to make his mark. The partnership is of immense value for Nepal now. Hits it, smacks it, and finds the gap.
Brilliant shot there by Kushal Molla.
All the way for 4.
Use the field. Fielded out there. Brilliant shot there by Kushal Molla. Look at the excitement in Nepal cricket fans.
He was given a bit of a room.
Use the field.
Opened up his arm.
Fielded out there.
Like
and look at the excitement in Nepal cricket fans.
The pressure being served in by America. He's going to play his usual game and he's making a statement. Connected like he always does. He's not going to take any of the pressure. 4 precious runs for Nepal with that boundary. 6 runs from this over already with 2 balls to spare. 4 precious runs for Nepal with that boundary. 6 runs from this over.
At the moment now, these two batsmen need to bat like the way Aqib Ilyas and Mohammad Nabid batted in the previous game. Just rotating the strike, these two batsmen need to bat like the way Aqib Ilyas and Mohammad Nabid batted partnership they had in the form of Aqib Ilyas and Mohammad Nabid going after the loose deliveries. They needed partnership. What a brilliant partnership they had in the form of Aqib Ilyas and Mohammad Nabid.
Smacks it, hits it. The crowd is elated, and that goes all the way for a 6. On fire for now.
Ramson of Joe NTU International Cricket Ground. Kushal Molla definitely breaking those shackles.
The crowd out there appreciating the effort.
Ramson of Joe NTU International Cricket Ground. Kushal Molla definitely breaking those shackles. This is how Kushal Molla plays. We have seen him playing attacking cricket in under 19 as well.
But sadly this one, no, not out.
This is how Kushal Molla plays. We have seen him playing attacking cricket in under 19 as well.
But sadly this one, no, not out. That was a huge appeal. Huge appeal of Stevenson. Kushal attempted a pull out
having some chat with Kushal Molla. He's not happy with the decision. Stevenson having some chat with Kushal Molla. He's not happy with the decision.
At the end of the 22.
Skyward Washing Machine. We care every detail.
मेरो शीतलाई बुझ्ला कसले मेरो जाँगरलाई अनुभव गर्ला कसले सानो व्यवसायमा नै सीमित मेरो कर्मलाई व्यापारमा परिवर्तन गर्न साथ देला कसले यी प्रश्नहरूको जवाब तब पाए जब मैले सिद्धार्थ बैंकको साथ पाएँ कर्मशील उद्यमीहरूको लागि सिद्धार्थ बैंकको सरल एसएमई कर्जा अब पूरा हुनेछन् तपाईका सपनाहरू.
Kushal Molla gave something for the fans to cheer at the moment.
There was an edge and dropped it. Was it a drop? There's a chance for a run out. But, yeah, Nepal got lucky out there. Probably a bit of lack of communication after Vinod Bhandari edged it. Let's take a look at the replay if we can have it on the screen.
And this is what Nepal cannot afford at the moment. This sort of miscommunication in between. This would certainly create some pressure to Nepal.
Indeed, Ayush. Just when here's the replay, there was an edge. It didn't carry. It just fell probably a yard short of the slip filter out there. I think that was Hutchinson. Ball was Marshall out there.
A bit of surprise there, Prarambha. You can see the 2 slip in place. One Gully and Vinod Bhandari was trying to guide the ball through third man Reason. A bit of risky shot out there.
Indeed. And trying to create another delivery. Kushal plays for a single. There's a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent in Kushal. I'm sure that you're very aware about his batting abilities. There's the 6 that he hit in the previous over, just stood and delivered, went right to our photographers, friends from press and media. Thankfully, didn't hit anyone out there. Vinod. No runs out there. 2 runs from the 3 deliveries of Netravalkar's 7th over so far. He's already given away 9 runs and picked up 2 wickets. Talk about making an impact.
Well, Netravalkar is in brilliant form throughout this tournament. If you talk before this tri-series as well, he has played 8 matches, conceded 189 runs and picked up 12 wickets at the economy of 3.14. He's leading his side, Netravalkar.
The Captain America. Bhandari leaves it, makes the right decision out there. Talking about Kushal Malla again, Ayush. He, earlier this year, on the 5th of January, scored a century. He made 111 runs, playing for Army Club against the departmental rivals Armed Police Force. He also bowls, and he had picked 2 wickets, giving away 24 runs in that match. So this guy has a lot of talent and potential, and what a platform for him this morning.
Well, definitely proud, but he's been proving himself in the domestic league as well. And I remember one game against Singapore under 19 where he scored 22 runs of the last over.
That's some hard hitting, 20 runs in an over.
The first ball was dot, second ball he scored for 4. After that 6 and followed by 3 consecutive boundaries in that game against Singapore under 19.
Bhandari meanwhile has lately not been amongst the runs even in the domestic circuit, so this is a great opportunity for Bhandari as well to build up a very good solid partnership with Kushal and take Nepal to a respectable position. End of the 23rd over, Nepal 63 for 5.
को शक्तिशाली आधार SR Steel.
And the Best Actor Award goes to Anmol Kesi.
What makes a man? That he has the X factor. That he has Pro Style. I have the X factor. I have Pro Style. Pro Style soft and shiny hair oil with hair fall control. यसमा भएको आलमन्ड र एलोभेराको प्राकृतिक गुणले तपाईको कपाललाई राख्छ soft and shiny. यसका साथै Pro Style dandruff control hair oil पनि बजारमा उपलब्ध छ.
Pro Style for my man.
विश्वास जित्दै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड.
Stevenson is back in the attack. Kushal probably has some trouble with the side spin out there. Kushal looks promising on his debut. 12 runs of 11 deliveries.
It's an opportunity for this young lad to prove himself. He's been proving himself for a long period of time. If you talk about under 19 team or domestic circuit, he's been playing exceptionally well. And this is a perfect platform for him to prove himself.
We'll talk about starters. What a debut he's having so far. He just needs to stay there with Bhandari at the other end and then play to the balls. And like he's already shown, if there's a ball to be hit, he's going to smack that.
Nepal at the moment needs some partnership over here. Vinod Bhandari and Kushal Malla.
Look at the crowd, very elated. Very happy to witness their national team play an international one-day match, ODI. Tempting. Stevenson is asking Malla to hit it.
The previous over, we saw Kushal Malla was trying to go for the short ball. Stevenson appealed that he's trying for Kushal Malla to play the short ball. He's trying. Stevenson, what a game he's having at the moment. First game for him in this Tri-Nation series. Picked up 2 wickets.
A good line there, good length as well by Stevenson. He's bowled 2 maiden so far in his 6.2 overs, giving away only 20 runs.
A good ball to follow after that short ball.
Malla is the kind of batsman who would like to go after bowlers. He does not like dot balls. So we can probably expect him to go after this one. He didn't. He played it for a single.
Sensible batting there by Kushal Malla. He was looking aggressive in the previous over of Stevenson. Nepal needs some partnership at the moment.
What United States of America need right now for them, ideally would be a wicket. Look at the bowling card. The bowling card displays how economic all their bowlers have been so far. Except for Rusty Theron, who's given away 21 runs in his 5 overs despite taking 1 wicket and bowling a maiden. All the other bowlers have been very super economic.
Look at their fall off wicket, Prarambha. No partnership in the middle. Brilliant partnership there for Gyanendra Malla and Paras Kharka. After that, Nepal could not beat any partnership.
That one came in. And Bhandari leaves it. The Nepal crowd, spectators at the TU ground have been silent for a few deliveries now.
A good field setting there by Stevenson. He has removed mid-off. Slip in place a gully.
Bhandari has so far consumed 10 deliveries while scoring 2 runs. That one well ducked under. End of 24th over. Nepal still struggling. 64 for 5.
सुरक्षित निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार SR स्टील
Skyward Air Conditioners. Your air, we care.
विश्वासितै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड।
आज गरेको जीवन बिमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बिमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाल्नु। ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
Skyward Washing Machine. We care every detail.
Look at that play card, Prarambha. My girlfriend says it's me or cricket, so here I am.
He probably does not care about the approaching Valentine's Day. What about you, Ayush?
Well, at the moment it's all about Tri-Nation Series.
Whoa, that was a good delivery. Played with soft hands. The current run rate of Nepal standing at a meager 2.67. The partnership, though, starting to build up, giving some hopes to the spectators out here and the viewers watching Kandipur Television SD live from across the planet. Netravalkar in his 8th over, giving away only 9 runs so far. He has kept Nepal under pressure.
Well, definitely the amount of dot balls that Netravalkar has bowled today definitely creates some pressure over Nepali batsmen.
That was another good delivery, right on the kind of line and length that he would want to bowl every delivery. A bit of chat between Kushal and Vinod out there. What do you think they're talking about?
Probably the experienced Vinod Bhandari is giving some tips to Kushal Malla. All hopes are on their soldiers at the moment.
Smacks it, hits it, is it coming to us? It was very close to us. Hit the Kandipur Television, OB van, right below the commentator box.
What a brilliant shot there by Kushal Malla. Stand and deliver in the region of long off.
Pressure, what pressure?
Capitalize the field position. No fielder there in long on. Bigger power.
Smacked it. We thought it was coming towards us.
And look at this guy's confident.
Indeed. And talk about a debutant playing just himself on his debut. There's no pressure on him right now. Nicely played after that. 6 a maximum. Netravalkar conceding 6 already in this over where his ball, 4 deliveries. Ayush, this is probably the kind of partnership or builds up to a partnership that Nepal would need, learning from Oman.
Well, definitely in the previous game, as I talked previously as well, Oman were 87 for 3 at the in the end of 21.2 overs. After that, a brilliant partnership between Aqib Ilyas and Mohammad Naveed guided the team towards the win.
Hits it, clears the fielder into the gap, but they are only going to get 2 runs for it.
Well, Kushal Malla is playing according to the field set.
He's finding the gaps, he's finding the middle of his bat, and this is going to do a lot of good to his confidence and also for the spirit of Team Nepal and the spectators as well, and also the viewers.
We'll definitely look at his confidence. Thousands of crowd cheering. He has been holding his nerves. Kushal Malla. What a debut this guy is having at the moment.
Indeed. And the way he's batting out there is bringing life back to the crowd in TU International Cricket Stadium in Kirtipur, Kathmandu. He wanted to go for that. A bit of mix-up. Vinod Bhandari at the other end, but reaches back home on time. And the end of the 25th over, Nepal a bit better now, 72 for 5.
विश्वास जित्दै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड
Skyward Air Conditioners. Your air, we care.
Of all this 26th over from Chobar end.
Changing the bowling attack from the Chobar end, just number 8, 7 Tagore.
For our viewers watching the cricket match between Nepal and USA, there's good news for you as Nepal is working its tourism year throughout 2020. If you are planning your vacation or thinking of planning a vacation, Nepal could probably be one of the best.
And spin into the attack.
What Bhandari needs to do right now is be calm, find the singles, and give us good partnership to Kusamala from the non-striker's end. Smashed it himself, finds the gap, it's gone for full.
That's a gift for Vinod Bhandari. Full toss delivery. No fielder there in deep mid wicket. And you welcome that gift.
This will certainly do a lot good for Bhandari himself. Prior to this, he had consumed quite a bit of deliveries and scored only 2 runs from them. Another shot. This time he finds a filter. Cut down to 1.
Definitely, Prarambha, as we were talking about Vinod Bhandari role in this inning, you need to play the supportive role to Kushal Malla, because Kushal Malla, the way he is playing, is set batsman out there. Vinod Bhandari needs to rotate the strike, gives as much as strike to Kushal Malla, and this will also give an opportunity for Vinod Bhandari. To be settled in the crease.
Absolutely, Ayush, because if this partnership does not last, a bit of batting left in the squad.
Left hand, right hand combination working at the moment for Nepal.
Kushal Malla loves spin as much as he loves fast deliveries. Hits it, finds the gap, does he? Indeed he does. Another 4 for Kushal Malla, the debutant. He reaches 25.
What a beautiful shot there by Kushal Malla. Look at that shot. Dead inside out. Confident shot there by Kushal Malla.
The beauty about this player is his class temperament so far and the fact that he is not even 16. That was going right probably. 9 runs from the over so far. Taylor's first one. Malla will probably want to smack this one, but sends the ball back. Tried to cut it.
The previous ball as well. He was offering some room to Kushal Malla.
End of the 26th over, Nepal 81 for 5.
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाल्नु। ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
विश्वासितै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड।
Ben Nevis Scottish Delight Ice Cream.
मेरो शीतलाई बुझ्ला कसले, मेरो जागरलाई अनुभव गर्ला कसले, मेरो जागरलाई अनुभव गर्ला कसले। सानो व्यवसायमा नै सीमित मेरो कर्मलाई व्यापारमा परिवर्तन गर्न साथ देला कसले। यी प्रश्नहरूको जवाब बैंकको साथ पाए। कर्मशील उद्यमीहरूको लागि सिद्धार्थ बैंकको सरल एसएमई कर्जा अब पूरा हुनेछन् तपाईका सपनाहरू। सिद्धार्थ बैंक, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
If this partnership goes on to build for Nepal, that will mean bad omens for United States of America. Some slight change, adjustment in the side screen for Bhandari.
The way Binod Bhandari and Kushal Malla played the last over against Taylor, Captain Netravalkar has brought back his hidden pacer, Holland.
In Holland, his first over against Nepal here. Balls right in the line that he probably can't. Six bowlers used by US so far. Holland. Second delivery. Into the leg stumps. He plays for a single.
And this is what Binod Bhandari needs to do at the moment.
That would probably do a lot better for himself and at the same time Kushal as well. Malla has scored 25 runs of 23 deliveries. Malla looks set to go big. Even Gyanendra had a start, but sadly for Nepal and Nepali spectators and fans out there, it was a good delivery that he edged. After that, after the departure of Paras and Gyanendra, wickets had been tumbling for Nepal and they were down to 49 for 5. It was in the 21st over.
What a brilliant game Holland had against Oman.
Goes down the crowd, but finds a filter. No single out there. No runs. 1 run from the first 3 balls of Holland. Here's the partnership on his screen. 33 runs from 34 balls. Almost a run a ball. After being down to full 9 for 5. Kushal Malla has been the bigger contributor, scoring 25 runs, while Bhandari added 6. Hits one straight down the ground. There's Marshall, but he reaches just in time. Strong arms, throws straight to the non-striker's end. A single.
Sensible batting there by Kushal Malla. The team was in pressure. He came up. He took the responsibility. And what a dream debut this guy is having at the moment.
Indeed, Ayush, it shows that at times you don't have to observe the pressure he's showing that playing your natural game also does a lot of good at, in certain circumstances. Raising the cap, Vinod, for a single. Gives the strike back to Sharmalla. 3 runs so far from this over of Holland. Holland has played domestic cricket in Australia and England before, so he is a very experienced person in the USA bowling squad.
We need to give credit to Kushal Malla the way he is batting, and it's not easy to bat at number 5, number 6, because you need to anchor the innings at some time and you need to attack.
He thought about it, he was thinking about going after it, but gave it up at the last moment. End of 27 overs, Nepal 84 for 5.
सुरक्षित निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार SR स्टील.
Skyward, Google Android TV, lead the future.
विश्वास जित्दै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड.
Action!
Parley Top. Butter with loaded, bhariyeko. Sorry, sapana bhariyeko with buttery.
Got it.
Loaded with tasty buttery.
Line कति भइरहेछ?
यो के भइरहेछ? यो छ नि ती buttery कि बोले चिप्लेको चिप्ले. Parley Top, buttery taste, buttery sapana.
Back up.
Ben 26 of 26. Bhandari hits it, smacks it, and has it gone all the way. It's gone for 6.
Vinod Bhandari loves playing the spin. Brilliant shot there by Vinod Bhandari.
Look at the crowd. That effort from Bhandari in the first ball of the second over from Taylor. There she goes for a 6.
Look at that shot. Bottom hand coming into play. Stepped out of his crease. The fielder was there but could not do anything.
Marginally made it. This must be making Netravalkar scratch his brains. Ooh, that was close. That was very close to getting the outside edge.
Taylor offering some room to Vinod Bhandari.
The crowd now cheering. They're back to life. Oh yes, Bobby! Smart cricket there. Smart thinking by Bhandari as well. He's also beginning to better his strike rate.
Well, definitely a sensible cricket by Bhandari. He's not going after every delivery. He's respecting the good balls.
Smart single after 6, 2 dot balls. He's played it for a single. He's making the US team come up with a new strategy, because whatever they are thinking right now, whatever they're trying to implement is not working.
Quick running between the wickets. He's playing with the field position of the fielders.
This pair has added pressure back to the United States. The projected score at this rate, 164. Nepal probably would want to have probably 10-20 runs more than that. Oh! In the leg stump. Played in the leg stump. The 6 out here on your replay. He went up to the ball. It probably was premeditated. The fielder was placed right there, but the fielder did not have any chance out there. 8 runs from Taylor's second over so far with a ball to remain.
This left hand, right hand combination working for Nepal at the moment.
Indeed, and that is also helping Nepal create and maintain this brand new momentum they have created out of nowhere.
Well, definitely Prarambha, because bowler also need to think about his line and length.
There's a full toss, play to the gap, a fielder out there, fumbles a bit. Given only 1 run, 9 runs from that over of Taylor. Nepal 93 for 5 in 28 overs.
सुरक्षित निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार SR स्टील.
राजीव दाइ पैसा पठाउनु पर्ने थियो मोबाइल ब्याङ्किङ एक्टिभ गर्न ब्याङ्कै जानु भएको छैन भने
यहाँ अब मोबाइल ब्याङ्किङ एक्टिभेट गर्न ब्याङ्क गइरहनै पर्दैन डाइरेक्ट मोबाइलबाटै हुन्छ
ग्रेट दाइ
नेक्स्ट
राजीव
फेरि मोबाइलको ब्यालेन्स सक्यो होला डोन्ट वरी
राजीव दाइ मलाई त्यति सेक्युर लागिरहेको छैन है
कसरी सेक्युर छैन ब्रो आफ्नै ब्याङ्कको एप हो यो
यहाँ बस आइसक्यो
राजीव छोरीको पनि स्कुलको फी तिर्नु थियो अब अनलाइन ब्याङ्किङको लागि आफ्नो ब्याङ्कको मोबाइल एप डाउनलोड गर्नुहोस् मोबाइल साथमा ब्याङ्क हातमा
Vinod Bhandari on strike for Nepal. The pair looking comfortable now. Molla has so far scored 27 from 27.
Mid-off short cover, point and gully placed for Vinod Bhandari.
With this partnership beginning to build up, Nepal are looking forward to a defendable total in TU grounds.
Tugged in towards the leg side, just for a single. Definite problem, but this too needs to be in the crease for at least 35 overs. This partnership will certainly create a foundation for the lower middle order to come and open their arms.
Because the batsman to come, Karan Kesey, we know he can hit big shots. Sandeep Lamichhane, we've witnessed Sandeep going after the bowlers. And then we got Sushant Bari and Avinash Bora. They probably can smack a few shots as well. Flighted delivery.
Filler length delivery driven by Kushal Malla just for a single. And strike rotation has been pretty good in this partnership.
They seem to have a very good understanding between themselves. They've been rotating the strikes, and if there's a bad ball, they've gone after it.
Well, this two plays for the same team, Trivandrum Army Club.
A loud no call from the non-strikers and by Kushal.
Well, as you told Param, but these two definitely have some understanding between them. Kushal Malla batting with his departmental team captain Vinod Bhandari. Look at that offside field position, packed offside for Vinod Bhandari.
Plays it in the leg side for a single, probably want to come back for two, but sent back. Malla to face the last ball of Holland's second over. Holland has so far given away 6 runs.
We need to give credit to Vinod Bhandari as well, the way he's batting. He's playing a superb supportive role. So giving confidence to Kushal Malla.
Despite a slow start to his innings, he looks composed now. Bhandari and Malla, the pair. Nepal at the end of 29 overs, 96 for 5.
जिस निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार एसआर स्टील
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाल ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ
कस्तो बोरिङ भइरहेछ यार
सेन्टर फ्रुटको मिठो टेस्ट जसले बनाउँछ मुड टिङ टङ
सर शाबाश
सेन्टर फ्रुट मुड बनाउँछ टिङ टङ
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाल ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ.
From the Cholar end in his 5 overs, he's given away 21 runs, picking up the very crucial wicket earlier in the innings, which was of Subhas Khakurel, who made his return comeback to the Nepal score after a long time, but could not cash in on the opportunity, scored only 3 runs.
Well, that was a beautiful ball by Rusty Theron to get off Subhas Khakurel. Netravalkar had just pierced the third slip, and Subhas was caught.
He probably didn't need to play to that ball.
Right onto the stumps. Full leg delivery.
Experienced campaigner Rusty Theron.
The US team must have had some conversation among themselves, because if this partnership lasts long, and considering the bowling attack of Nepal, the USA might be chasing something they probably thought would never have been made by Nepal. Similar kind of delivery this time, played by Vandari for a single. No, he calls Kushal for a second, and good running between the wickets. They get 2 from that.
One good thing about the partnership is the strike rotation. Good understanding between these two batsmen.
There was a little bit of fumble by Marshall. He gave away the second run quite cheaply.
With the current run rate 3.34, the projected score for Nepal is 167 runs.
A loud cheer from the Nepal crowd, roped in the national flag, the unique flag of the world. The crowd is beginning to build up as the day progresses. Vandari 21 of 29, waiting for the 4th delivery of this 30th over. Comfortably defends it on the back foot.
What a brilliant partnership from Vinod Bhandari and Kushal Malla.
They're about to reach the 50-run mark between themselves after Nepal will reduce to 49 for 5 in 20.5 overs. Plays in the gap. There she runs away for a 4. That's Vinod Bhandari for you.
Well, Vinod Bhandari is playing with the field set today.
Very composed. Vinod Bhandari is what we're getting to witness. And this partnership has been all about the understanding these two batsmen have had.
The previous shot was just about timing and placement. Look at that shot, Prarambha. Rusty Theron offered some room to Vinod Bhandari. He capitalized the field set. And 4 runs added to the total of Nepal.
The crowd cheering Nepal. Last delivery of the 30th over. 6 runs off it so far. That probably was at the end of the 30 overs. Nepal 102 for the loss of 5 wickets.
चित निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार SR Steel.
Action.
Parley top. Butter with loaded. भरिएको? Sorry. सपना भरिएको with buttery.
Got it.
Loaded with tasty buttery.
Line गल्ती भइरहेछ.
यो के भइरहेछ? यो छ नि यति buttery कि बोली चिप्ले. Parley top. Buttery taste. Buttery सपना.
विकास सम्भव छ मजबुत निर्माणले मजबुत निर्माण बन्छ अम्बे स्टिल्सले
And Kusal Malla, what a debut he's already had. And Kusal Malla, what a debut he's already had. And that's carried fine, but straight to the field. And Kusal Malla, what a debut he's already had. Definitely, Kusal Malla has a reputation of being a clean hitter, and this and that's carried fine, but straight to the field. And Kusal Malla, what a debut he's already had. Definitely, Kusal Malla has a reputation of being a clean hitter, and this
च्यानलमा र यदि च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब गर्नुभएको छैन भने यो मेरो प्रयासलाई सपोर्ट गर्नको लागि च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब गरिदिनु होला र अहिलेसम्मको स्कोर म बताउन चाहन्छु यहाँ 108 रन 5 विकेटको क्षतिमा 30.5 ओभरसम्म आइसकेको छ खेल र 109 रन 31 ओभर 109 रन 5 विकेटको क्षतिमा 30.6 सकिएको छ र 25
Kusal Malla, what a debut he's already had.
दर्शकहरुलाई फेरि पनि अनुरोध गर्न चाहन्छु कृपया सब्स्क्राइब गरेर मलाई सपोर्ट गरिदिनु होला
clean hitter and this
च्यानलमा र यदि च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब गर्नुभएको छैन भने यो मेरो प्रयासलाई सपोर्ट गर्नको लागि च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब गरिदिनु होला र अहिलेसम्मको स्कोर म बताउन चाहन्छु यहाँ 108 रन 5 विकेटको क्षतिमा धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु 1303 जना दर्शकहरुले हेरिरहेको छ सम्पूर्ण दर्शकहरुलाई स्वागत गर्न चाहन्छु 109 रन 31 र यस च्यानललाई 109 रन 5 विकेटको क्षतिमा नहोदेको कुरालाई सिकाउनको लागि हजुरहरुले च्यानल 30.5 गरिदिनु होला आज भइरहेको छ सकिएको छ खेल
Kusal Malla, what a debut he's already had. Kusal Malla has
कृपया सब्स्क्राइब गरेर मलाई सपोर्ट गरिदिनु होला यस च्यानलमा लाइभ गरिरहेको छु सम्पूर्ण दर्शकहरुलाई स्वागत गर्न चाहन्छु यस च्यानलमा र सिक्ने प्रयासलाई हजुरहरुले सार्थक बनाइदिनु हुनेछ भन्ने आशा राख्न चाहन्छु र अहिलेसम्मको स्कोर बताउन चाहन्छु 109 रन 5 विकेटको क्षतिमा 31औं ओभरमा छ खेल यहाँ र विनोद भण्डारी र कुशल मल्लले निकै नै टिकेर उत्कृष्ट प्रदर्शन गरिरहेका छन् यहाँ हेरौं यो ओभरको पहिलो बल र यो बलमा यहाँ बल हावामा देखिएको छ र फुत्किसकेको थियो बल केही पनि हुन सकेन मात्र 1 रन लिए सम्भवतः यहाँ खेलाडीले
not having the best of these. Xavier Marshall on
र
the field.
अहिलेसम्मको स्कोर 110 रन 5 विकेटको क्षतिमा 31.1 ओभरसम्म आइपुग्दा र अहिले यस च्यानलमा 274 जनाले सब्स्क्राइब गरिसक्नु भएको छ। कृपया यो सब्स्क्राइब आज 1000 प्लस हुनेछ भन्ने मेरो आशा रहेको छ र यो आशालाई हजुरहरूले वास्तविकता बनाइदिनु हुनेछ भन्ने मैले विश्वास लिएको छु।
That's why I think he's going to be such a crowd favorite for years to come. 15 years of age, this is an extraordinary scene we're seeing.
र अहिलेसम्मको स्कोर 110 रन 5 विकेटको क्षतिमा 31.1 ओभरसम्म आइपुग्दा र हेरौँ यो ओभरको दोस्रो बलमा यहाँ नेपालले कस्तो प्रदर्शन गर्नेछ।
Time to get back in form. He's not had the best of times in the recent matches. Experienced campaigner. He's played for Nepal.
र ओभरको दोस्रो बल यहाँ बलिङ गर्दैछन् खेलाडी। नेपालले कसरी बिट गर्नेछ हामी हेर्न सक्छौँ यहाँ र यो सामान्य बिट भए पनि यहाँ 1 रन भने नेपालले लिनेछ। योसँग 111 रन 5 विकेटको क्षतिमा।
His one-day international debut for Nepal after Rohit Paudel did 2 years ago against the Netherlands. The two of them, the 5th and 6th youngest players in the history of the game. It's going to be difficult to break that Hassan Raza record. 14 years of age he was, the Pakistani, but future we're seeing in front of our eyes here. It's Kushal Malla.
Exactly, and the way he has played, the fearlessness he has displayed, something this crowd will cherish for a long, long time. 34 of 35, still job only half done. Because Kushal Malla will have to stay there with Vinod Bhandari for a few more overs. Nepal will have to get to somewhere.
हेरौँ यो ओभरको तेस्रो बलमा नेपालले यहाँ कतिको प्रदर्शन गर्नेछ, कस्तो प्रहार गर्नेछ हेर्न बाँकी नै रहेको छ। हजुरहरूलाई जानकारी गराइसकेँ। यो मेरो पहिलो प्रयास हो, म सिक्न खोजिरहेको छु। कृपया मलाई सल्लाह सुझाव दिनुहोला। र ओभरको तेस्रो बल यहाँ बलिङ गर्दैछन् युएसएका खेलाडी र यो बल यहाँ निकै नै राम्रो ब्याटिङ गरिदिए। यो बललाई राम्ररी बिट गरिदिए र चौकातर्फ अगाडि बढेर चौका भएको छ बल। योसँग 115 रन 5 विकेटको क्षतिमा। र हामी दर्शकहरू नाचिरहेको देख्न सक्छौँ। यहाँ नेपाली क्रिकेटका फ्यानहरू कति उत्साहित छन् हामी देखिरहेका छौँ।
One bounce, in fact a couple of bounces over the fence.
I just wonder, are home fans wondering why was Kushal Malla not picked in the opening match? Brought in at the expense of the other youngster Rohit Paudel. Today it's proven an inspired decision. Shorter ball, a little bit of aggression in the comeback from Theron, not happy at being pulled away for 4 from the previous delivery.
Happened previously as well when Theron was hit by Gyanendra Malla. He went to have a little chat with Gyanendra Malla. Doesn't like being pulled off his bouncers. Rusty Theron, typical fast bowler's attitude, as they say. And the crowd getting behind Kushal Malla now.
Cut into the air. This could be an opportunity at mid-off, and this innings from Kushal Malla is not going to end because he's put him down. An extraordinary moment in the match. I think it's Manak Patel who's dropped him. It was a sitter, and I can't believe that one's gone down. The crowd love it.
I don't remember an easier catch being dropped. This was an absolute sitter. Listen to the crowd, they love it.
It was a slower ball from Rusty Theron, bowled into the pitch, really well bowled. He was trying to go inside out, and Manak Patel has not been able to cling on. He's had a bit of a shocker there, it has to be said. The crowd again perhaps playing a factor. The largest and most loudest part of the ground is right behind Manak Patel. And what a moment we have seen in the game there. He could have been gone for 38. He survives.
Extraordinary, extraordinary. Disappointed Theron.
And he's absolutely furious. Bowls a bouncer to end the 32nd. It's 116 for 5.
विश्वासितै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड।
हजुर फेरि पनि दर्शकहरू माझ उपस्थित भएको छु। यहाँ अहिले 1700 जना दर्शकले हेरिरहनु भएको छ। सम्पूर्ण दर्शकहरूलाई स्वागत गर्न चाहन्छु र धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु मेरो यो प्रयासलाई सफल बनाइदिनु भएकोमा। र अहिलेसम्म 316 जनाले सब्स्क्राइब गर्नुभएको रहेछ। कृपया यो सब्स्क्राइबलाई 1000 प्लस गराइदिनु होला आज। त्यसको लागि धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु र कृपया हेरिदिनु भएकोमा धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु। मेरो पहिलो लाइभमा 18 जनाले हेर्नुभएको छ। म अत्यन्तै खुसी भएको छु। यहाँ धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद सम्पूर्ण दर्शकहरूलाई।
Kushal Malla is the man he's dropped. And he's going to look to punish him. A little bit of a fumble from Xavier Marshall. We're going to bring you a replay of this drop catch. At the international level, Sachin, this is as easy as they come.
Absolutely. I was almost 100% sure that Kushal Malla would have to make his long walk back.
म निकै नै खुसी भइरहेको छु। यहाँ नेपालले 117 रन पुर्याइसकेको छ 5 विकेटको क्षतिमा 32.1 ओभरमा खेल छ यहाँ। र मेरोमा धेरै दर्शकहरूले हेरिरहनु भएको छ र सब्स्क्राइब पनि गरिरहनु भएको छ। कृपया यो सब्स्क्राइबलाई 1000 भन्दा धेरै पुर्याइदिनु होला। त्यसको लागि हार्दिक अनुरोध गर्न चाहन्छु।
Over 60 now. It was the slower ball from Rusty Theron that deceived Malla.
Easily played on the onside for a single. Kushal Malla now batting on 40 of 39. Let's have a replay of the catch. That was drop catch by Patel.
Yeah, it was bowled into the pitch, Sachin. It's stuck in the pitch. Malla trying to take the aerial route. Manik Patel made good ground, got across to where he needed to be, and he shelled it. Slower ball hit into the leg side towards Xavier Marshall. Marshall can't get a hand on it. It's going to fly all the way. I think that one's going to go for 6. This home crowd are in delirium right now, and it's Kushal Malla who's their new hero.
Picked up the slower one pretty easily. Kushal Malla this time. One too many short ball by Ian Holland. And the umpire thinks that it's gone all the way.
Yeah, to my eyes, that one did cross the rope. Xavier Marshall made good ground across to his right. It was right in the slot. The slower ball was picked. And the cheers behind you that you're hearing are the correct signal of that 6. Maximum Xavier Marshall, nothing he could do at long on. Pressure on America.
Now, how costly is that catch going to be? That drop catch going to be by Patel? It was this man, Kushal Malla, the debutant, 46 of 40. And all of a sudden, the momentum has swung back to the home team, Nepal. 124 for 5 now.
Slower ball again. Ian Holland has been operating almost entirely with slower balls. That one coming out of the back of the hand. We saw him bowl very effectively against Oman in USA's opening match, but you just have to wonder, Sachin, why aren't America going to spin in these middle overs?
Ian Holland probably bowling the slow deliveries, comprehending the lack of spinners they have. None for 21 after 3.4 Ian Holland.
Real pressure on Holland here. Hit into the offside. That's a glorious shot. There's protection out there, so it'll just be a single, one bounce to Cameron Stevenson. But he's so beautiful to watch, Kushal Malla, particularly when he's going through the offside.
Definitely, he had a very good boundary, a very beautiful looking boundary against Stephen Taylor. Went inside out towards the extra cover region. Kushal Malla. Is this the star? Is this the birth of a star? Vinod Bhandari also quietly has moved on to 28 of 36. An excellent partner for Kushal Malla's explosive firework. This partnership guiding Nepal towards a defendable total.
Yet another slower ball from Ian Holland. That'll close out the 33rd over. 9 runs coming from it. 125 for 5.
Skyward refrigerators, lively and fresh every day.
विश्वासितै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड।
राजीव दाइ पैसा पठाउनु पर्ने थियो मोबाइल ब्याङ्किङ एक्टिभ गर्न ब्याङ्कै जानु भएको छैन भने
यहाँ अब मोबाइल ब्याङ्किङ एक्टिभेट गर्न ब्याङ्क गइरहनै पर्दैन डाइरेक्ट मोबाइलबाटै हुन्छ।
ग्रेट दाइ।
राजीव
फेरि मोबाइलको ब्यालेन्स सक्यो होला। डोन्ट वरी मलाई त्यति सेक्युर लागिरहेको छैन है कसरी सेक्युर छैन ब्रो आफ्नै बैंकको एप हो यो यहाँ बस आइसक्यो
राजीव छोरीको पनि स्कुलको फी तिर्नु थियो अब अनलाइन ब्याङ्किङको लागि आफ्नो ब्याङ्कको मोबाइल एप डाउनलोड गर्नुहोस् मोबाइल साथमा ब्याङ्क हातमा
Sachin Tumasina to my right and I were just discussing it in the previous over and couldn't quite understand why I haven't seen Kareem Agor bowl yet. At the stage of the game he's been brought on, he now can't even bowl his full 10 overs even if he bowled right the way through to the end of this innings.
Definitely strange tactics here by the United States. And he'll be bowling to a left-handed Kusal Malla. Kareem Agor would have been more effective to right-handers because he is left-arm off spinner. Kushal Malla is very strong towards the onside. He also plays the sweep shot pretty well.
Oh, yes. Well, Kareem Agor, I thought, was quite effective in America's opening game against Oman, but he didn't bowl a huge amount of overs. Just 16 overs of spin America bowled in that match. Likely they bowl even less today. That's a poor delivery, though, dragged down. There's protection out of deep square leg. It's really good work from Stephen Taylor to keep it to just a single. Malla thought he had his 50 for just a moment there.
He should not hurry on to it though. He'll get it if he stays there. Kushal Malla so important for this Nepal's batting innings. This partnership meanwhile is now 77 runs. It has also come at quick time. Kushal Malla came in. Nepal were going nowhere, losing 5 wickets for just 49 runs. He gave Nepal's innings the direction they needed, along with his senior partner Bhandari. The return not allowing Bhandari to play that paddle sweep.
Yeah, and I think the reason this partnership's been so effective for Nepal is the left-hand, right-hand aspect of it, and that's probably meant that the spin has taken a while to come in. Back with you now, just cut away for a single. Kareem Agor so quick between his deliveries that I'm not able to get the live pictures back for you there in time.
Kusal Malla batting at 48 of just 44 deliveries. What a star. What showmanship from this youngster.
Kushal Malla sitting on 48, too shy of that half century.
Oh yeah.
Nicely bowled by Kareem Agor. Yeah, there's 3 spin options in this American side today. Gore, Taylor and the part-time leg breaks of Aaron Jones, but I suspect that after Stephen Taylor's slightly wayward off breaks, we might just see Gore utilised. That one's hit down to the leg side. He's going to only get a single because it's straight to the man in the deep. He'll be on 49 when we come back. It's 128 for 5.
हजुर यहाँनिर स्कोर बताउन चाहन्छु 127 रन 5 विकेटको क्षतिमा 33 ओभर 33.6 को ओभर सकिएको थियो र विनोद भण्डारी र कुशल मल्लले निकै नै राम्रो पार्टनरशिप गरे आजको खेलमा। यहाँ सम्पूर्ण दर्शकहरुलाई म स्वागत गर्न चाहन्छु यस युट्युब च्यानलमा। यहाँ तपाईहरुलाई आज मैले लाइभ देखाइरहेको छु, कान्तिपुर टिभीमा पनि यो लाइभ आइरहेको छ र अहिले ब्रेकको टाइम भएर केही बोलिरहेको छु। सम्पूर्ण दर्शकहरुलाई फेरि पनि स्वागत गरे र कृपया 2000 भन्दा बढी दर्शकहरुले हेरिरहनु भएको छ। कृपया आजको यो खेल मैले लाइभ गरिरहेको छु त्यस कारणले र अब पनि लाइभ गर्दै जाने छु र कृपया सब्स्क्राइब गर्नको लागि अनुरोध गर्न चाहन्छु। कृपया सब्स्क्राइब गरिदिनु होला। आज सब्स्क्राइब गरेर 1000 भन्दा बढी पुर्याउने हजुरहरुले मलाई चान्स दिनुभएको छ। कृपया 1000 कटाइदिनु होला। खेल सुरु भएको छ, मैले बोल्न यहाँ बन्द गरिदिए। मजा लिनुहोस्।
Straight to the man at cover, so won't come just yet, and he will be nervous. He's shown absolutely no fear so far. Kushal Malla, he's led the counter attack, but just on the edge of this milestone, he'll realise the importance of it.
And the crowd chanting Kusal, Kusal. A dream debut you can call for the youngster Kushal Malla. What's in there in this delivery?
Half an appeal. Kushal Malla would become just the second man to make an ODI 50 on his Nepal debut after the skipper, Gayendra Malla, in the very first ODI for Nepal. So a little moment of history here he's on the verge of, and Malla could only make 51, so plenty of records there to be broken for the 15-year-old.
born. Kushal Malla, remember the name. 50 for this youngster on his debut. What a show put up.
Yeah, and what a moment that is. Number 55 on the back, he brings up his maiden ODI 50 in his very first game. And you can feel the goosebumps right the way across the crowd. They rose to him. You've heard the names of Paris Kadka, Karen Casey and Sandeep Lamachani from cricket here in Nepal. Remember this name, Kushal Malla, as you said, Sachin. He is one for the future, just 15 years of age, and he's doing it on the biggest stage there is, one-day international cricket. Men's Cricket World Cup League 2. He's still got 15 overs more to bat.
Definitely. The whole ground stands up to applaud this lovely innings, fearless innings by the youngster Kushal Malla. What a find for Nepali cricket.
And it's come at a really good rate as well, off just 49 deliveries, 4 fours and 3 sixes. He's not the largest human you'll ever see, but he's got a magical timing to his left-handed southpaw batting. And there's something about those left-handers, they always just look more elegant, and Kushal Malla's no different.
Very true. Left-handers do look more elegant. And Kushal Malla's innings of 50 off 49 doesn't. The stats. Think of a single not to be there. The stats do not represent what kind of situation he was in when he started his innings. Team Nepal were at nowhere, 49 for 5 at 20 overs.
Yeah, they were 59 for 5 and in all sorts of trouble, and these runs have come at a good rate as well. Partnership with 80 coming in just 14 overs, nearly a run of ball. It's got the home fans back in the game. Slower ball, looks at the paddle sweep, really good batting down on one knee. He's ramped it over the keeper, and he's ramped it all the way for 4. Binod Bandari playing a fine hand now with Malla as well.
Brilliant shot. Innovative there. The boundaries are not easy to come by. That's when you need to innovate, and that's what Bandari has exactly done. 1-3-3 for 5 Nepal after 35.
is a total for Nepal now after the completion of 34 overs.
Skyward Refrigerator.
हजुर मैले फेरि पनि जानकारी गराएँ आजको लाइभ यहाँ निकै नै रोमाञ्चक भइरहेको छ 133 रन पुर्याइसकेको छ नेपालले कुशलले राम्रो प्रदर्शन गरिरहेको छन् खेलमा यहाँ र दर्शकहरूलाई नेपालको यो खेलमा कतिको सन्तुष्ट हुनुहुन्छ कतिको रनको टार्गेट दिएर नेपालले कृपया कमेन्ट गरिदिनु होला र च्यानलमा सब्स्क्राइब पनि गरिदिनु होला 441 जना पुग्नु भएको छ हेरौं यो ओभरभरिमा कति पुग्नु हुनेछ कृपया आजको खेलमा यहाँ 1000 प्लस बनाइदिनु होला धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद
Innings has gone wrong. They won the toss. Nepal reduced to 59 for 5. Kushal Malla has picked out the man in the deep, and his innings is going to end much to the disappointment. Bang on 50. He gets to the half century, but he can get no more. He picks out Elmore Hutchinson at deep mid wicket. A superb knock, but USA are back in the game.
Crowd appreciates this knock from Kushal Malla. It's there to be hit. Much to the disappointment of Nepali fans watching live and on television, Kushal Malla has been departed.
Wasn't the greatest delivery. Kareem Agor is not going to mind that. Elmore Hutchinson punches the air. America back in the game.
Skyward Air Conditioners. Your air, we care.
कस्तो बोरिङ भइरहेछ यार
सेन्टर फ्रुटको मिठो टेस्ट जसले बनाउँछ मुड टिङ टङ
हजुर म ब्रेकमा मात्र बोलिरहेको छु दर्शकहरू चाहिरहनु भएको छ जस्तो लाग्यो बोल्दाखेरि कृपया नरिसाइदिनु होला मेरो प्रयास हो यहाँ केही प्रयास गरिरहेको छु र एकजना आउट खेलाडी भएका छन् यहाँ खेलाडी आउट हुन पुगेका छन् र निकै नै राम्रो प्रदर्शन गरेर गएका छन् आउट हुनुलाई हामीले राम्रो मान्नु हुँदैन किनभने पार्टनरशिप राम्रो गरेर गएका छन् कुशल मल्लले उनले सेन्चुरी त सकेनन् तर हाफ सेन्चुरी भने पुर्याएका छन् नेपाललाई लयमा फर्काएका छन् यो पार्टनरशिपले अब हेरौं यहाँनिर यो पार्टनरशिपले के हुन्छ करण र भण्डारीले विनोद भण्डारीले कति ल्याउने छन् त्यो पनि हेर्न बाँकी नै रहेछ कृपया च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब गरिदिनु होला
Extraordinary.
अब खेलको मजा लिनलाई च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब गर्न नबिर्सिनु होला.
At the age of 15 years and 348 days. And I think he's broken the record of another youngster from Nepal whose place he replaced in today's match.
Nepal making waves on the global stage. Isn't it great to see in front of a massive crowd here? 12,000 people in at the moment. You can only imagine how many just outside the ground as well. Karen Casey has to use his experience here to help rebuild this innings. Binod Bandari's batted really sensibly. They just have to hold on for the last 10 before pressing the accelerator again.
Definitely at one point of time, Nepal were 49 for 5, mind you. They're now 134 for 6, still job not done. Nepal would at least want to get somewhere close to 220. They needed to win this match. The pitch is not like the pitch of first match. Oman chased a target of 214 pretty comfortably.
Yeah, that's really clever from Binod Bandari. And a misfield from Stephen Taylor of all people. A backward point. No harm done though. He'll get through for the single. Looks to be pacing his innings really nicely, Bandari. But after this, there's not a huge amount of batting to come. Sandeep Lamachani. And we're going to see a no ball signalled. So we will have a free hit, much to the delight of the home crowd. I believe it's because they had not enough men in the 30-yard circle. And these days, every no ball is a free hit.
Not very sensible from the US captain and US fielders. These are some basic stuffs you need to look at.
Yeah, and the reason for that, Sachin, we're in power play 2, so just 4 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle. The USA having a brain fade, 5 fielders out. The home crowd getting on top of the visitors from America.
Look who's there to face this delivery. It's Karan Casey, the mighty Karan Casey.
They may well be the biggest hitter in this Nepal side, and because the batsmen switched ends, America are allowed to change the field. So Travalkar just speaking to Kareem Agor, making sure he gets his men into the right position. And yeah, surely long on has to go back. He does. So Xavier Marshall will come up. And fine leg, you can see long on going back, and even mid-wicket going right to the edge of the 30-yard circle. Here we go. Karen Casey on a free hit. Towered into the leg side, and he will get 4 for it. He loves hammering the ball through that mid-wicket and long-on region. Easy pickings for Karen Casey.
So strong on the onside. He loves short deliveries as well, Karan Casey, and thank you very much, says the big man. This boundary now, letting that grip off the game pass slip through America's hands. 140 for 6 now, Nepal.
Hit! Yeah, really sensible batting from Karen Casey. The crucial wicket came in that over though. Mala's gone. Nepal 141 for 6.
सुरक्षित निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार SR स्टील
हजुर दर्शकहरूलाई जानकारी गराउन चाहे 140 रन पुगिसकेको छ यहाँ अहिलेसम्म
आज गरेको जीवन बिमा
र अहिले ब्रेकको टाइम भएर बोलिरहेको छु कृपया दर्शकहरूलाई फेरि पनि सम्झाउन चाहन्छु यो ओभरमा यहाँ कति सब्स्क्राइब पुग्ने छ यतातिर गनिरहेको छु म अब यहाँ किनभने नेपाल लयमा फर्किसकेको छ 141 रन पुगिसकेको छ नेपालको 6 विकेट गुमाइसकेको छ नेपालले र त्यही पनि यहाँ नेपालले कति टार्गेट देला तपाईहरु कमेन्ट गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ र सब्स्क्राइब गर्न नभुल्नु होला र 464 शेयरलाई 500 प्लस पुर्याइदिनु होला यो ओभरमा
Ian Holland's going to continue from the pavilion end. Wicketless so far, but reasonably economical. Nepal, 14 overs to bat. You can see their current run rate there, just under 4 and over. And if you look at the scores this week, Oman defending 197 in the tournament opener. And then USA unable to defend 213 against Oman. I'd have to think that Nepal are going to need around that 220 mark, perhaps.
Definitely, exactly. They need a partnership. This is the last recognized batting pair. Inside is onto the pads.
Yeah, and if they can get up over that 200 mark with this remaining batting that they have, I said Sandeep Lamachani will come in at 9, Sushan Barry at
10, Avinash Bahara, not renowned for his batting. So you'd have to think these two will really need to do the bulk of the work.
Definitely. I mentioned that this is the last recognized batting pair. Nepal has, although Sandeep Lamisani showed some skills with the bat in the first game.
He was saying to me this morning on the outfield he's turning into an all-rounder. Up the order to number 9. Got some effective runs against the MCC here in November. He certainly likes to hit the ball a little bit like Kushal Malla or Karen KC as well.
Andrew, one reason why Kushal Malla was so successful was because he backed his natural game. That's something as a cricketer sometimes you'll have to focus on, and I don't want Karan Kesey, or no Nepali fan would want Karan Kesey to just hang around, because he is also a natural aggressor.
And I just wonder how long it is before we'll see that aggression. Mid-off and mid-on are both up in the circle here. It's only medium pace that Ian Holland is operating on. So Saurav Netravalkar is taking a gamble. There's the bowling card at the moment. Ian Holland, wicketless. Kareem Agor, the 7th bowler to be used. So lots of options for USA to go back to. But a real surprise, just 4 overs of spin bowled out of the 37 so far.
The long on has now gone back. Netravalkar probably heard my dear friend Andrew.
You know, it's a real gamble with a man of the power of Karen KC. I just wonder as well, was it a little bit of the fact that it was 3 dots? Are they expecting a big shot now coming from Karen KC?
Ian Holland scored a 50 in the first match against Oman.
Yeah, that was his maiden ODI 50-65, a really impressive innings. He also took 1 for 39. Hampshire-based all-rounder. Keeping it really tight here. You can just feel the pressure rising. Something's going to give.
This is exactly what happened when Gyanendra Malla got out. The fall of wickets, 49 for 5. Nepal were 46 is when they lost the second wicket of Gyanendra Malla, and then Nepal lost the momentum of the innings completely before that partnership between Vinod Bhandari and Kushal Malla took over.
Really good over from Ian Holland. It's going to be a maiden. 37 gone, Nepal 141 for 6.
हजुर विज्ञापनमा बोलिरहेको छु र फेरि पनि जानकारी गराउन चाहन्छु अहिलेको लाइभ कार्यक्रममा यहाँ अहिलेसम्मको स्कोर 141 रन पुगेको छ नेपालको 6 विकेटको क्षतिमा 141 रन कुशल मल्लले निकै नै उत्कृष्ट प्रदर्शन पार्टनरशिप गरेर विनोद भण्डारीसँग पार्टनरशिप गरेर आउट भएका छन् खेलमा यहाँ र अहिले करण केसी पार्टनरशिपमा आएका छन् अहिलेसम्मको स्कोर 141 रन 6 विकेटको क्षतिमा अब 38औं ओभरको सुरुवात हुन गइरहेको छ यहाँ र यसरी हेर्दा नेपालले यो 200 प्लस टार्गेट बनाउन सक्छ भन्न सक्छौं हामी कृपया दर्शकहरुलाई अनुरोध गर्न चाहन्छु भिडियो लाइभ देखाइरहेको छु कान्तिपुर टिभीमा पनि आइरहेको छ र यदि तपाईहरुलाई मन परेको छ भने सब्स्क्राइब गरिदिनु होला आजको टार्गेट यस च्यानलमा 1000 प्लस सब्स्क्राइब ल्याउने रहेको छ र नेपालले जित्ने टार्गेट पनि यहाँ देखिएको छ यो सँगै खेल सुरु भइसकेको छ खेलको मजा लिँदै गर्नु होला
Mine so far, he's got 2 for 21.
There was somebody, a former cricketer, who didn't consider spinners as bowlers. Virendra Sehwag, probably Saurav Netravalkar just followed him too much.
I just wonder why it is that America are so hesitant to use their spinners so far. Some of the seamers have done a really exceptional job. Nepal card so far. They lost 4 wickets for 3 runs as they collapsed from 46 for 1 all the way to 49 for 5. But then it was the Kushal Malla show, really. Vinod Bhandari gave him great support, but the youngster, the 15-year-old, an ODI 50 on debut. Good pace from Stevenson.
And Nepal have to be really careful here. This is exactly what happened when Gyanendra Malla got out. They could not pick up singles and doubles. Consistent maidens. In fact, Nepal have already conceded 7 maidens.
Yeah, and that's emphasises the seesaw nature of this match. But also, there'll be disappointment in the Nepal camp as to the way they've gone about their business. Head coach Umesh Patwell, 7 maidens. Won't be happy with that. Far too many dot balls, for my mind, in this Nepal batting card so far.
(34-46) Bhandari now. He is the senior partner. He'll have to guide this Nepal innings through. Kushal Malla already back to the pavilion after scoring a brilliant 50. Vinod Bhandari is the key man here for Nepal. Stevenson, what a match he's had. 2 for 21 of 7.3. Melbourne, he's already played for Melbourne Renegades in the Big Bash League.
He's bowled with real pace and aggression. Certainly the fastest bowler on show so far today. Let's see again there, not afraid to get it right up towards the throat area, but well played by Bhandari. Just worked down to the leg side for a single.
Cameron Stevenson got that important wicket of Paras Khatka for his team. It's quicker than you expect.
Yeah, he's certainly pushing the radar up towards that 140 kilometres an hour. Peter Della Penna earlier was saying he's been clocked well in excess of 135 or about 85 miles an hour in old money. I was just about to say it's going to be interesting to see how Karen KC tries to play him. As Karen likes the ball full in his half. I suspect the last ball is going to be right up around his throat.
Karan Casey doesn't look that comfortable against this bowling lineup. There's this kind of jib in his bowling, Stevenson.
Yeah, I don't think Karen KC likes extreme pace. We've seen that in some of the franchise leagues he's played in, but anything medium pace in the slot, he will punish. There's the double bluff from Stevenson, brilliant from him. We're all expecting the short ball, he's gone for the Yorker, executed it well, just one run coming from the over. It's 142 for 6.
जिस निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार एसआर स्टील
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाल्नु। ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
Skyward refrigerators, lively and fresh every day.
Ben Nevis, Scottish Delight Ice Cream.
विश्वास जित्दै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड.
So Ian Holland on to his 7th over now. Not successful, not for 27 of his 6 overs. Economy rate, you'll have to say that's on the higher side given the amount of runs Nepal have scored.
It's worked into the leg side for a single. What's the priority for Nepal cricket going forward? Is it this Cricket World Cup League 2? Is it to get back onto the global stage at the T20 World Cup next year through the qualification structure?
I think with Can under suspension and Can just been lifted suspension after our new election, I think the first priority is now to structure the whole domestic circuit. That's the first priority. And then, one at a time go for any opportunity we get at the international level.
Oh yes. If Nepal could get back to the global stage at the 2021 T20 World Cup, which would be hosted in India, what would that mean to the nation?
Unbelievable. Unimaginable. I mean, last time Nepal played the World Cup, it was March 2014. And the crowd support that Nepal had, we used to have a lot of power cuts, load shedding. People used to...
It's worked off his legs. Going to be more runs here, and in fact it's going to go fine enough to go all the way for 4. That's really clever touch batting from Karen KC. We're used to seeing his power, but we've just seen a nice bit of finesse as well.
Delicate this time from Karan KC. The ball went really fine all the way to the boundary. Second boundary for the big man Karan KC. I was mentioning that back in March 2014, it was an unimaginable scene for Nepal. In fact, the whole nation united through cricket, and it's an amazing feeling we've had. So if that happens again into 2021 in India, the same kind of scenario will follow.
That's the power of sport and the power of our wonderful game of cricket. Don't get many more passionate groups of fans than here in Nepal. Nepal couldn't even make it to the global qualifier though for the upcoming T20 World Cup, which will be played later this year in Australia, but they'll have another chance. It'll be a slightly different qualification format. They'll need to get through the Asia regionals again. But if they can get through that, into an 8-team qualifier, you'd bet against them going back to the global stage, and it'd be just south of the border here in India.
Single there, think of a second there, Karan Casey not to be there. In fact, a number of people from Nepal travelled all the way to Bangladesh to watch that World Cup. It was a national event, it was a festival. So Nepal's growth in the international stage would mean more cricket following back in the country. Meanwhile, 148 is what Nepal have got in 38.5 overs. Last ball of the 39th over coming up.
Brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant from Binod Bandari. He just opened the face, he ran the ball right off the face of the bat, and despite the best efforts of Manan Patel, stretched out his left arm, he couldn't get there. It's going to be a boundary to finish that over. This was brilliant touch batting from Bandari. Really good effort from Patel. It beats him. The ball moved to 152 for 6.
39 overs have been bowled.
निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार SR स्टील
Skyward Air Conditioners. Your air, we care.
सनप्रो शुद्ध सनफ्लावर तेलको खरिदमा प्याकेटमा प्राप्त युनिकोडलाई 31008 मा SMS गरी लकी ड्र मार्फत जित्नुहोस्। 15 दिनमा हिराको लकी।
हजुर अहिलेसम्म दर्शकहरू 1911 जना पुगिसक्नु भएको छ। सम्पूर्ण दर्शकहरूलाई धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु मेरो च्यानलसम्म आएर हेरिदिनु भएकोमा, र सम्झाउन फेरि चाहन्छु च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब गरिदिनु होला। आजको टार्गेट 1000 प्लस पुर्याउने छ, सब्स्क्राइब पुर्याउने टार्गेट राखेको छु। हजुरहरूले साथ दिनुभयो भने त्यो पनि पुर्याउने छ। अहिलेसम्मको स्कोर 152 रन 6 विकेटको क्षतिमा। अब 40औं ओभरको खेल यहाँ सुरु हुन गइरहेको छ।
Final over of the second power play here. Into that third power play, 5 fielders will be allowed outside the circle. Modern ODI cricket played in 3 phased power plays. Binod Bandari's moved into the 40s with that boundary off the final ball of the last over. Cameron Stevenson, the standout bowler for USA, continues to whirl away. Just 2 overs left for him.
Got that important wicket of Paras, the biggest of them all. One thing I'm impressed particularly about this US attack today has been the line. The line had just been.
हजुर अहिलेसम्म 152 रन 6 विकेटको क्षतिमा 39.1 ओभरको खेल यहाँ सकिसकेको छ। 39.2 को बल यहाँ बलिङ गर्दैछन् युएसए का खेलाडी, र यो बललाई नेपालको कसरी बिट गर्नेछ, र यहाँ कुनै पनि रन लिन सकेको छैन नेपालले। अहिलेसम्मको स्कोर 152 रन 6 विकेटको क्षतिमा 39.2 ओभरको समाप्तिमा। र पछिल्लो समय कुशल मल्लले निकै नै योगदान दिएर गएका छन्। उनको योगदानमा यहाँसम्म खेल आइपुगेको छ। उनले र उनको र विनोद भण्डारीको योगदान मान्नुपर्छ। त्यसपछि कुशल मल्ल 50 रन बनाएर आउट भइसकेका छन्, र अहिले करण केसी र विनोद भण्डारी रहेका छन् यहाँ, र यो बल यहाँ 1 रन लिनेछन् खेलाडीले, र यो सँगै नेपालको 153 रन 6 विकेटको क्षतिमा 39.3 ओभरको समाप्तिमा।
Yeah, and I suppose the strange thing is that it's not that USA don't have a lot of spin options within their 14-man squad. 3 men left out today, all spinners. Kenjige, who we saw take that stunning one-handed catch. Nisarg Patel, also a left-arm spinner, and Timul Patel, the leg spinner, taken out.
र नेपालले निकै नै राम्रो प्रदर्शन गरेको छ। यो खेलमा टिकेर आइरहेको छ अहिलेसम्म, र यो ओभरको 14औं बल यहाँ के हुनेछ नेपालको लागि। यो बल र यो बलमा यहाँ 1 रन मात्र लिनेछन् खेलाडीले, र 1 रन लिन सफल भएका छन्। यो सँगै 154 रन 6 विकेटको क्षतिमा 39.4 ओभरको समाप्तिमा। र अहिलेसम्म विनोद भण्डारीले 50 बलमा 41 रन ल्याएका छन् भने करण केसीले 19 बलमा 12 रन ल्याएका छन्। अब विनोद भण्डारी पनि आफ्नो अर्धशतकतिर तर्फ अगाडि बढिरहेका छन्।
It's amazing to see how enthusiastic the crowd has been despite the fact that
हजुर तपाईहरुलाई मैले जानकारी गराइसकेको छु। यो मेरो पहिलो प्रयास हो, कमेन्ट्री गर्न सिकिरहेको छु। केही समय अगाडि पनि गरिरहेको थिएँ, तर त्यति राम्रो भइरहेको थिएन। यो भने मैले केही सुधार गरिरहेको छु र यसमा कमेन्ट्री गर्न प्रयास गरिरहेको छु, सिक्दैछु, हजुरहरूले सिकाउनु होला। र अहिलेसम्म 154 रन 6 विकेटको क्षतिमा र यो बलमा यहाँ कुनै पनि रन लिन सकेका छैनन् खेलाडीले। 154 रन 6 विकेटको क्षतिमा 39.5 ओभरसम्म आइपुग्दा। हजुर कहाँबाट हेरिरहनु भएको छ कृपया कमेन्ट गर्नको लागि अनुरोध गर्छु र कतिको टार्गेट देला नेपालले त्यो पनि लेख्नको लागि अनुरोध गर्न चाहन्छु। 154 रन छ अहिलेसम्म, 40 ओभरको खेल छ यहाँ।
Very instrumental if Nepal is to post anything above 220, 230. 12 of 20 so far. A couple of boundaries to his name.
र हामी चौका र छक्काको पर्खाइमा छौँ यहाँ नेपालको अब। र यो बलमा आउटको अपिल र विकेट गएको छ नेपालको। यहाँ करण केसीको विकेट गएको छ।
Off the glove of Karen KC, and we've seen two spectacular catches today. That one is good a leg side keeping catch as you'll ever see.
र करण केसी आउट भएका छन् यहाँ। एउटा विकेट गएको छ नेपालको लागि। अर्को दुःखद खबर हो यो।
Absolutely outstanding from Akshay Harmraj. Full length to his left, like a football goalkeeper.
कतिको टार्गेट दिन्छ होला कृपया कमेन्ट गर्नको लागि अनुरोध गर्छु। 220 भन्नुहुन्छ कोही श्रोताहरू हुनुहुन्छ।
Nepal now 154 for 7.
हजुर कञ्चनपुरबाट भनिरहनु भएको छ, हेटौँडाबाट भनिरहनु भएको छ, युएसएबाट पनि भनिरहनु भएको छ, पोर्चुगलबाट पनि भनिरहनु भएको छ। सम्पूर्ण दर्शकहरूलाई धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु। र भर्खरै करण केसी यहाँ आउट भएका छन्। योसँग नेपालको 7वटा विकेट गइसकेको छ। अब बाँकी विकेटमा नेपालले कसरी प्रदर्शन गर्नेछ त्यो हेर्न बाँकी नै रहेको छ। अहिलेसम्मका हेरिरहनु भएका सम्पूर्ण दर्शकहरूलाई धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु। सम्भवतः यही अनुसारै जाने हो भने 200+ हुने अनुमान म गर्न चाहन्छु। तपाईँहरू पनि अनुमान गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ। यहाँ कमेन्टमा देखिरहेको छ कसैले 210 भनिरहनु भएको छ, 170 भनिरहनु भएको छ, 210 पनि भनिरहनु भएको छ। र नेपालले कति ल्याउने छ त्यो पनि हेर्न बाँकी नै रहेको छ। अबका ब्याट्सम्यानहरू कतिको टिक्ने छन् त्यसमा भर पर्नेछ।
अब पूरा हुनेछन् तपाईका सपनाहरू। सिद्धार्थ बैंक सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
Das replacing Sachin Timoseena. You know, talk us through the game so far. Where do you think it's at?
र अहिलेसम्मको स्कोर 154 रन 7 विकेटको क्षतिमा 40 ओभरसम्म आइपुग्दा र सन्दीप लामिछाने आएका छन्। विनोद भण्डारीलाई सन्दीप लामिछानेले यहाँ साथ दिन गइरहेका छन्। हेरौँ सन्दीपले कतिको साथ दिनेछन् विनोदलाई र विनोदले कतिको साथ दिनेछन् सन्दीपलाई, र यो पार्टनरसिपले कतिको उचाइमा पुर्याउनेछ नेपालको रनलाई त्यो पनि हेर्न बाँकी नै रहेको छ। खेलको मजा लिँदै गर्नु होला।
And it was only Nepal's batting to blame. They were way too cautious in those 10 overs. After having 40 for 1 in 12 overs, there was no reason to be 47 for 4 in 20 overs.
Yeah, they lost 4 wickets for just 3 runs at that stage of the game. Been at Das, the former Nepal captain, to my right here, looking elegant in his shades as he always does. We're going to be calling the last 10 overs. Elmore Hutchinson now from the pavilion end.
To credit the youngster, especially Kushal Malla, what a terrific inning that was. He's just 16 years of age. He is coming from the ranks of the under-19s. We picked him for the under-19s very early. He's somebody who's been known in East Group cricket to hit big. He's a strongly built lad. So what an inning that was for him.
He batted with a great freedom throughout and almost completely oblivious to the pressure that was on him.
He's been like that. Even in under-19s, he bats like that. And we've given him full freedom to go because that's the only way he's going to score. He loves his strokes. He's not very tight in defense. So we've allowed him that freedom to go and express themselves, and it paid rich dividends today.
He's a bit of an all-rounder as well. We might see him later on bowl a few left-arm orthodox. As Hutchinson looks for the short ball.
He's a very different left-arm spinner. He's not as...
I'll come back to Kushal Malla in a second because what I do want to look at is this catch. Cameron Stevenson's been short, sharp and aggressive today. And he was again, and that is outstanding from Akshay Harmraj. An absolutely brilliant catch, the right decision given. It was probably off the glove of Karen KC.
Absolutely brilliant. Couldn't get any better than that. Full stretch drive to his left. cleanly. That was out for without any doubt. Coming back to Kushal Malla, he's very different left arm spinner to Kushal Bhari.
Carried down the ground. There's a man at long on. Stephen Taylor is going to take the catch. And Sandeep Lamachani's stay at the crease is going to be a very short one. He falls for a second ball duck. Hutchinson has his maiden ODI wicket. And a moment to remember for him. And there is deathly silence across the ground.
That was useless. Against the run of play, Sandeep needed to stay there with Binod Bhandari to post some sort of total on the board, choosing to go himself and have fun with the bat, not paying off.
There was a length delivery. Lamachani made reasonable connection with Stephen Taylor out at long on. He always had time to settle under it. Take an easy catch. Lamachani's gone for a duck. Ball slide further. They're 8 down.
The new batsman at the crease is
Skyward, Google Android TV, lead the future.
Now, to do the most dangerous job.
र यहाँ अर्को विकेट पनि नेपालको गएको छ भर्खरै सन्दीप लामछाने आउट भएका छन् 2 बलमै उनी आउट हुन पुगे र नेपाललाई 8औं झट्का भयो नेपालको लागि निकै नै निराशाको कुरा हुनेछ यो हेरौं अब आउने खेलाडीले कसरी खेल्ने छन् सम्भवतः बलरहरु मात्रै बाँकी छन् अब बलरहरुले कसरी प्रदर्शन गर्नेछन् त्यो हेर्न बाँकी नै रहेको छ 2वटा विकेट बाँकी छन् अब नेपालको 40.4 ओभरको खेल छ यहाँ सुशान्त भारी आउनेछन् यहाँ
Absolutely. It is something that was not required at this moment. After so much of hard work from Binod Bhandari and Kushal Malla, other players needed to actually build on to that. They were in a very precarious situation at one stage, mind you, 47 for 5. The built up a partnership brought Nepal out from that situation and then again playing into the hands of the US. These 10 overs should have been used to score some quality runs.
Just runs that off the face down to third man for a single. What kind of captain would you have been on when your batsman played a shot like that? Would you have given them the hairsprayer treatment and given out to them in the changing room, or would you have spoken to them after the match and said you were disappointed in them?
Well, certainly I would have let them know that this was not required, but maybe in a different tone. But yes, they need to be told that this is something that you need to learn, and somebody from Sandeep's stature, you expect more match awareness, which was lacking at that moment.
Still 10 overs to bat. Just a couple of overs ago about how Paul needed to take this game deep before pressing the accelerator button. We've seen Mohammed Nadeem do it so well for Oman throughout the week. Take the game deep right the way to 44, 45 overs before really trying to open the shoulders. America just 2 wickets away from bowling Nepal out now.
I would have understood that if Binod Bhandari wasn't batting with him. If it was Susan Bhari on the other end, still justifiable. But when somebody was batting at 43 is at the other end, that was reckless.
Short ball from Hutchinson. Good pace from him. 41 overs gone. It's 156 for 8.
Skyward washing machine. We care every detail.
बाबालाई खोप लाको पापाको पेट कटाउन अब त छोरीलाई खोप लगाउने हो बालबालिकालाई दादुरा र रुबेला रोगबाट बचाउन यही फागुन र चैत्र महिनामा खोप अभियान हुँदैछ आफ्नो 9 महिनादेखि 5 वर्ष मुनिका बालबालिकालाई खोप लगाउन नजिकैको खोप केन्द्रमा लैजाऊ
यसले बालबालिकाको जीवन रक्षा गर्छ यो खोप निशुल्क पाइन्छ र यो सुरक्षित छ नेपालबाट दादुरा र रुबेला रोग निवारण गरौँ
युनिसेफ र साझेदारहरूको प्राविधिक सहयोगमा नेपाल सरकार स्वास्थ्य तथा जनसङ्ख्या मन्त्रालय र
try and find a fiver.
He's bowled brilliantly in this spell, especially his first spell was absolutely spot on. ball to move around. Got early breakthroughs. Kept both the batsmen, in fact, keeping Paras quiet. It's not an easy task, and he's done that so easily.
Too many low scores in this batting card for your liking?
Absolutely. Almost everybody got a start apart from Dipendra and Arif. They've thrown it away.
Good batting from Vinod Bandari. He's been such a rock in this middle order for Nepal today. Sushan Bari capable with the bat?
He can handle the bat, but he's not somebody whom you would rely on to get you big runs. He could stay there with Bidon Bandari. He'll be smarter than Sandeep Lamichhane for sure, not trying to play too many shots.
What would Vinod Bandari be saying to Sushan Bari? Get through this over, just get through Stevenson and we'll try and target someone else?
I don't think he will be saying too many things. Just save your wicket. Don't get out me. Don't leave me stranded on this.
Vinod Bandari is slightly running out of partners at the moment. Does not want to be stranded, as Vinod Das correctly says. Hedged, and it's going to be a boundary for. That is not necessarily the shot that I think Vinod Bandari would have liked to see. It will be 4 to the total. A reckless heave of the bat from Sushan Bari.
Am I watching a different game from here? Whatever I seem to think, the batsman seems to have completely different ideas.
Short and sharp, and probably one of the quickest deliveries I've seen all day from Cameron Stevenson. Dug into the pitch, it got big on Bari. He was nowhere near it. He slashed hard, and the top edge flew over first slip in Holland and ran away for 4. 3 deliveries left in Stevenson's spell. Big swing and a miss.
Also, Andrew, I don't think this is only a 170 wicket. It's going for a big hoik towards mid-wicket, finding a top edge and getting a boundary, a lucky escape for him.
Yeah, Stevenson's been so impressive today. 27-year-old born in Victoria, Australia. Played a little bit of Big Bash for the Melbourne Renegades a few seasons ago. He's qualified now for America. Doing a great job for his side.
This is something that's more required at the moment. As I was telling you, Andrew, this is not a 160, 170 wicket. Nepal will need at least 200 on the board to challenge the state's team, because this is probably the best wicket to bat on among all 3 wickets that we have played on.
Yeah, it's the centremost of the 3 pitches that we will use. So 2 pitches to the right was the first game between Nepal and 2 pitches to the left moments ago on your screen there. Was the pitch used for Oman versus USA. It also means we're right in the middle in terms of the oval, and we don't have any short boundaries in play like we did in the first 2 games. It's a much better shot from Sushan Bari, hit into the offside. Good teamwork again from Jones and Gore to keep it to a single. That's going to end Stevenson's spell. He's got 3 for 30. Nepal 162 for 8.
5 वर्षमा धनबहार, अर्को 5 वर्षमा फेरि धनबहार, अनि अर्को 5 वर्षमा फेरि धनबहार। 15 वर्षपछि त झन् लक्ष्मी दाइने हुने योग छ। 20 वर्षसम्म त झन् कन्टिन्यू धनबहार।
तर कसरी?
मैले हाम्रो उज्जवल भविष्यको लागि ज्योति लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्सको 15 वर्षीय 320 धनबहार जीवन बीमा योजना लिएकी छु।
अति उत्तम। उहाँहरूले जस्तै तपाईहरुले पनि ज्योति लाइफको 320 धनबहार जीवन बीमा गर्नुहोस्, जसले तपाईलाई बीमा अवधिभित्र 3 पटक बीमाङ्कको 1/3 रकम र बीमा अवधि पश्चात 20 वर्षसम्म प्रत्येक वर्ष बीमाङ्कको 5% रकम भुक्तान गर्नेछ।
Here in Kathmandu. Short ball from Hutchinson, good pace again from him. The throw comes through from the keeper, but he never left his crease. Just going to look at the bowling figures, and rather remarkably, Binod, just 4 overs of spin used throughout this entire innings, 2 from Taylor and 2 from Gore. If I turn it on its head and Nepal bowl 50 overs, how many overs of spin would they use?
You might see a completely bowling card than this, Andrew. I'm sure Nepal will use at least 35 overs of spin against this batting. I won't be surprised even if it's 40 overs of spin, because the bowling attack they have got Kushal Malla in the ranks today. So Kushal, along with Susan Bhari, Sandeep Lamichhane, Parash Khadka, and also Dipendra Airi to bowl some spin.
Hit towards the man at backward point, and I don't think it quite carried. Kareem Agor, though, full length coming forward. They're always the most difficult as a fielder, and I just wonder, has he done himself a little bit of an injury as well? He's one of the outstanding fielders on show. He dove full length, but he couldn't get 2 fingers underneath it, or 2 hands underneath it. Was this a chance?
I think so. I think it carried. Just the dive that made it. Oh, very nearly carried. Very nearly. A very brave effort there from the fielder.
And again, another crucial turning point, because if that was taken, there would have been just 1 wicket left.
That's what is baffling me. Why is he trying to play shots all the balls? He's just not willing to stay there.
Into the sky this time. And it's gone wide of Xavier Marshall. Sushan Barry not looking convincing with the bat at all. This tactic from the USA of continuing to bowl the seamers short, Nepal's batsman might be paying off.
I was Binod Bhandari, I would be in Sushant Bari's here every single ball. He cannot do that. By doing so, he is allowing the US bowlers to get them all out, which is kind of suicidal at the moment. You get as many as possible, just bat the 50 over. If nothing, you'll be damaging that wicket for your spinners to come into play.
Yeah, and plenty of Nepal spinners we'll see later on. 4, maybe even 5 of them. Beautifully bowled by Elmer Hutchinson. His comeback spell from Hutchinson's been really impressive. Peter De La Pena was a little critical of him. His opening 5 overs, even though he wasn't expensive, didn't really threaten. These 10 balls have been really good.
He's bowled better. I still believe that Netravalkar would have opened for US. The kind of movement he was getting even after the 10th over would have been lethal with the new ball. So they may have missed the trick, but again, having Nepal 163 for 8, they would take that any day.
Standing room only in the crowd we saw there. 12,000 crammed in. Beats him again outside the off stump, and actually Homraj can't gather, so we'll see a bye run through. And can Sushan Barry just survive this ball? Give Bhandari the strike.
But is he looking to survive? He's looking for boundaries. It's the other way around. Bhandari is a set batsman and he's looking to rotate, whereas Sushant Bhari has walked in and he's looking to play short every ball.
Yeah, it's been an interesting 8 delivery innings so far for Sushan Barry. Something's happened almost every ball. He's played a shot every ball. He's just got to stay there. Play a miss outside the off stump. Hutchinson can't believe it. 43 overs gone. It's 164 for 8.
Skyward Air Conditioners. Your air, we care.
And over allocation is ended, so we're going to go back to Rusty Theron. This USA tactic of continuing to go with seam and seam only pretty much. He's going to play out this first innings. Rusty Theron from the Chobar end.
He's very experienced, Rusty Theron, in this situation, especially in the death over. His records also suggest that he's been very miserly, especially in the death over. He'll use the short ball well.
Yeah, so 7 overs left. Rusty Theron won't be able to bowl all of the overs from this end. You'd have to think Elmore Hutchinson will probably keep going, but maybe 2 from Theron and 2 from Netravalkar.
Absolutely, all the bowlers who have bowled so far, they've done well. They went after Kareem Agor, also Stephen Taylor. They found spin easier to score off. Especially Vinod Bhandari is somebody who loves off spinners. And then there was a phase where Vinod Bhandari was facing the off spinner and Kushal Malla was facing the left arm spinner. And that's the time they were able to score freely, about 30 runs in between them. That's the time Nepal actually made a comeback into this game.
Yeah, those 4 overs of spin costing 28. And I suspect they'll be the only 4 overs we see all innings. And into the leg side, almost half a chance for the subfielder. That's Tush Kenjige, who's on again. You've seen many better catches at this ground than that one he took one-handed there at mid-off earlier on.
Fortunately, I have seen few brilliant catches, but that one was on par with any catch that you would see on a cricket field. Terrific effort. His ground covering was superb. He just covered that ground in no time at all. He didn't have too much of time to just run in and lunge into it. He just took a couple of steps and just threw his body at it.
Yeah, and of course on as a subfielder as well. Tush's parents, originally from India, they've flown up to be here today. So even though Kenjige not in the starting 11, a special moment for them getting to see their son take a quite spectacular catch here in Kathmandu. Slip in place for Sushan Bari. USA trying to bowl Nepal out. Beats him outside the off stump. Another tentative prod or a poke from Sushan Bari.
If I was Vinod Bhandari, I would look to actually keep as much strike as possible right now, because Sushan Bari has not looked convincing at all, not even for a single ball. Only time he got behind the ball when Hutchinson was bowling and he bowled onto the stumps. Other than that, he's run away from the stumps and just trying to put back to ball, which is not safe at the moment.
You can see Theron just giving some guidance to his first slip in Holland as to what delivery is going to come down. Sweeper is on the offside, third man in place as well, but USA really on the attack. Mid-off and mid-on, both in the circle. And that's better from Sushan Bari, just getting it into the leg side. They won't even think about two. Bhandari will have one ball to try and get back onto strike.
Should look to farm the strike now. He should be the one who should be the aggressor right now, because he's more capable of handling these bowlers a lot better than Sushan Bari, I would say. And Nepal needs to score at least 40 more runs in this last 6 overs if they want to challenge USA.
Yeah, the Nepal fans will be hoping they can get up past that 200 mark even. Just mentally a good barrier to cross. Nicely played. That's really good from Bhandari. He will keep the strike. 3 singles from that over. 44 overs gone. It's 167 for 8.
उचित निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार SR स्टील
Skyward washing machine. We care every detail.
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाल्नु। ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
Skyward, Google, Android TV. Lead the future.
Elmer Hutchinson frugal today. 1 for 14 he has from his 7, including his maiden ODI wicket. A special moment for him. And into the offside. That's going to be a boundary 4, and it's going to bring up a 50. For Binat Bhandari, what a knock this has been. Kushal Malla will probably grab the headlines, but this one just as important, and a huge crowd rises to Binat Bhandari.
What an innings this has been. He's been under the pump for so long, Vinod Bhandari. This is his first ODI half century as well. He's been under the pump for so long. This was long time coming. Vinod Bhandari, a timely inning for him and his career as well. Was under a lot of pressure before the start of this tournament. Full credit to him for playing the way he has. Nepal was in a situation where his wicket meant that Nepal could end up making not even 100. He stayed there, dug deep, played an inning of substance. All he needs to do now is farm the strike and face as many deliveries as possible.
His previous highest score before today, it's only his 5th ODI, of course, so small sample, was 26. But he'll remember that moment for a long time in front of the huge crowd, raising his bat to get to 50. And without this knock from Bandari, Nepal would be in all sorts of trouble. The slight hold-up is because Hutchinson's decided to stop coming around the wicket. He's going to come back over the wicket. It's going through the minds of the Nepal fans at the moment. Have they got enough? Can they drive up to somewhere over 200?
Anything in excess of 200, Andrew, even if they cross that 200 marks, I'm sure they would have a lot of self-belief to defend that. Anything below that, they would be very, very apprehensive about this, whether they could defend it or not. Just for this confidence sake, they would need to touch that 200 mark barrier. Because mind you, against Oman, all US team could manage is 214, and Nepal, with a better spin attack this time around, I think they would be able to challenge this US team if they score anything in excess of 200.
Short ball from Hutchinson. We probably haven't seen enough spin bowled today to tell how much this pitch is going to turn, but if the other two are anything to go by, there's certainly plenty of assistance on offer.
Absolutely, and it's a slow wicket. These are not the wickets where the ball will fly through or zip through. These are slow wickets, so there is bound to be some sort of grip on it. They will get that assistance.
James Pamment there, the interim head coach of USA, who will go on down to the Mumbai Indians, where he's the fielding coach for that IPL side. So this will be his farewell tour for the moment. This role, he's done a very good job. 6 from 8 in the ODIs he's managed. That one's powered down the ground. Saurav Netravalkar is going to settle under it, and it's gone with the wind, and he hasn't even been able to get a hand on it. Another catch has gone down for USA. That one went all the way towards the mountains. And Saurav Netravalkar has his hands on his hips. He's got the double teapot out. That really took a gust from the gods, and the gust came in favour of Binod Bhandari.
Don't forget, it's a cold afternoon here, Andrew, and that didn't help the cause at all. Just went up and swirled into the wind. Just kept going away from Saurav Netravalkar at the end. Just kept going away. He couldn't even touch that ball.
Yeah, you could see it was very late that Netravalkar realised that it was going to start veering over towards the lower Himalayas, across to our right. It really hammered across with the wind, and Netravalkar wasn't able to get a hand on it.
well in this last 2-3 overs.
Slower ball this time to finish out, and Barry keeps it out, does his job. 45 gone, 5 to go, 173 for 8.
निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार SR स्टील.
Skyward refrigerators, lively and fresh every day.
कर्मशील उद्यमीहरूको लागि सिद्धार्थ बैंकको सरल एसएमई कर्जा अब पूरा हुनेछन् तपाईका सपनाहरू. सिद्धार्थ बैंक, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई.
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो. समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाल्नु. ज्योति लाइफ, सधैँ तपाईको साथ.
Skyward, Google Android TV, lead the future.
विश्वासितै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड.
Oman, USA, Nepal is being played under ICC Men's World Cup League 2.
So there's the options for USA captain Sarah Netravalkar. May well see 2 overs from him. But I just wonder, he's got 6 up his sleeve between himself, Theron and Elmore Hutchinson. One of them's probably only going to bowl 9 overs. That is if USA can't take these final 2 wickets. For the moment it'll be Rusty Theron from the Chobar end. Who would you be bowling, Binat?
I would have brought in Saurav Netravalkar from that end, and maybe after an over from Hutchinson from this, Rusty Theron could have finished things over. Because by the look of things, Hutchinson has already bowled about 4 overs in this spell, and 6 overs on a trot could be too much for him.
Short ball barrage continues from USA, signalled as the first short ball for the over. It's clearly been a tactic that the USA squad have decided to target Nepal with, the short pitched aggressive bowling.
I believe that's his bowling style. He believes in pushing the batsman back, and then he bowls a ball fuller just to surprise the batsman. That's what he did against Oman when he got the wicket, an important wicket, when he got the breakthrough of Akib Ilyas. He pushed him back and just bowled the ball up for him not to come fully forward.
He follows it up with a slower ball. It's well watched by Bandari. Rusty Theron, 34 years of age. He's been quite effective today. I'm not sure that those figures really do him justice as to how well he's bowled. That first spell in particular, he beat the bat countless times. It's been all-out seam attack today. Sarah Netravalkar warming up at mid-off. Good pace from Rusty Theron, beats Bandari through. So we'll probably see Sarah Netravalkar bowl the final 2 from the pavilion end, but it's going to leave him 1 short at the top.
I'm sure maybe Hutchinson would come from that end. Still short. Binod Bhandari should be ready for the ball that's coming up, for sure.
Yeah, what a scene it is here at the TU International Cricket Ground in Kathmandu. We spoke about what a special occasion it was on Wednesday for the first ever ODI to be played on Nepali soil, but today's outdoing it already. What the home fans will want, as Bandari pushes for 2, Hutchinson picks up, the throw comes in, but he'll get back comfortably. What the home fans will want is a different result.
Absolutely. Nepal has batted well after the early jitters. They've actually scored some runs on the board, which they will be confident about defending. Another 25-30 runs from here, they'll be very, very happy to defend that.
Yeah, that was really clever batting by Bandari. As soon as he worked it off his hip, he knew he could get back for 2. It's been a really clever innings, this. I know it hasn't quite had the fireworks or the dynamic hitting that Kushal Malla showed, but it's been no less important.
He's taken very smart options against these bowlers. He's not taking too many risks, but still he's not bugged down at all. His 53 coming of 70 ball is not very slow inning by any stretch of imagination, especially when you've lost 5 wickets for nothing.
And his intelligence continues because he'll keep the strike single to the leg side after 46. It's 176 for 8.
Skyward washing machine. We care every detail.
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाल्नु। ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
विश्वास जित्दै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड।
Skyward air conditioners. Your air, we care.
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाल्नु। ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
Skyward refrigerators. Lively and fresh every day.
Saurav Netravalkar is going to bring himself back into the attack from the pavilion end. He's been outstanding so far. After Stevenson, probably the second best of the bowlers for USA.
Absolutely, he was responsible for bringing Nepal to 47 for 6, actually. 47 for 5, beg your pardon. He's been very intelligent with his change of pace.
Yeah, he bowls a lot of cutters. Jones fumbles that one, but plenty of time to recover and restrict them to just a single. Didn't take the single. Binod Das just pointing out he wants to keep the strike. Apologies. And wisely so, Bandari off the first delivery, still 5 deliveries left in the over, so he's going to retain the strike for the moment. Crowd really getting into it. Powered into the offside, and that's why he didn't take the single, because he's going to back himself to smash the next ball for 4 through the offside. Beats the sprawling dive of Ian Holland. Really clever batting continues from Binod Bandari.
I'm sure Binod Bandari must be backing himself to score runs against, because he fancies this style of bowling where there is not much of pace on offer. Anything that allows him to free his arms would go for runs.
Yeah, you could see there Netravalkar was looking for the block hole, but he couldn't quite find it. Bandari, the form he's in today, has punished him rather brilliantly. Change in the field comes about. Long off's going to come up into the circle. Fine leg goes back. I suspect that means the line is going to be looking for the leg stump Yorker now. Maybe some cutters going across him as well. Netravalkar is going to come around the wicket, change the angle.
I believe he's going to shorten his length a bit. He's looking at Binod Bandari. He's looking for anything that is pitched up. I believe he will be bowling a little bit shorter in length.
And you're spot on, Binod Das bowled into the pitch. Those off cutters, he's not going to give him anything full to work with, so we're going to see 2 tricks here. Maybe the occasional block hole leg stump Yorker, but everything bowled into the pitch, no pace to work with.
Absolutely, and he's got the right feel to that style of bowling. He's got a deep square leg, deep fine leg. Also a man patrolling the boundary on the leg side, on the long on.
Yeah, 3 men in the deep on the leg side. Fine leg, deep square leg, and long on. Bowled into the pitch again, and Bandari can't get the pace he wants to work with. So good thinking. Really good thinking from Netravalkar coming back after this boundary from Bandari.
Saurav knows that anything in his half, he's going to go after it. And he's very well settled now. He's faced 75 balls so far. So he believes that bowling into the pitch is a better option, which is.
He goes forward this time, opens the face, and Bandari will take the single. And even though the ball hits him, he doesn't want to go back for two. Good sportsmanship as we've seen on show all week. All three of these ODIs have been played in a super spirit so far. So Barry, all he's got to do is survive.
Absolutely. Don't look for a fancy shot again. Syed the stumps. Hitting the batsman rather than the stumps. Still, Bandari is safe on 59. With 3 overs after this, if he could get going, could be some fun.
Sushan Barry is learning bit by bit. End of the 47th. It's 181 for 8.
Skyward, Google Android TV. Lead the future.
बाबालाई खोप लागो
पापाको पेट घटाउन
अब त चोरीलाई खोप लगाउने हो। बालबालिकालाई दादुरा र रुबेला रोगबाट बचाउन यही फागुन र चैत्र महिनामा खोप अभियान हुँदैछ। आफ्नो 9 महिनादेखि 5 वर्ष मुनिका बालबालिकालाई खोप लगाउन नजिकैको खोप केन्द्रमा लैजाऊ।
यसले बालबालिकाको जीवन रक्षा गर्छ। यो खोप निशुल्क पाइन्छ र यो सुरक्षित छ। नेपालबाट दादुरा र रुबेला रोग निवारण गरौँ।
युनिसेफ र साझेदारहरूको प्राविधिक सहयोगमा नेपाल सरकार स्वास्थ्य तथा जनसङ्ख्या मन्त्रालय र एनसेलद्वारा जनहितमा जारी।
विश्वास जित्दै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड।
Into the offside, no time for a run there. Tell us about the pitches here at the TU International Cricket Ground. They look to have played reasonably consistently throughout the week.
Yeah, it's onto the slower side, no doubt about it. But it's not a kind of a wicket where you'll struggle to survive 50 overs. You need to have a quality spin attack to get you all out on this sort of a wicket. A complete fast bowling attack, in spite of Nepal being on 47 for 5 in fact. They have managed to play the full quota.
And it perhaps makes it all the more surprising that USA have only bowled those 4 overs of spin. Relied heavily on this seam attack. Theron going short into the pitch. Bandari not able to get it away.
And spinners will go for runs on these wickets because the ground dimensions is such that the boundaries are not that big. So they will go for run, but they will also buy you wickets.
Brilliantly bowled by Rusty Theron. He's convinced he's got his man, and he has. I think it's come off an inside edge. And Akshay Homraj has taken another good catch. Bandari's innings is going to end on 59. Rusty Theron looked for the block hole. Bandari came down the crease. It was the inside edge. Brilliant bowling from Rusty Theron, but what a knock from Binod Bandari.
What a wrong time to get out. Just over 15 deliveries left. Perfect time for him to open his hands. Binod Bandari, known for some big hitting, actually has lost his wicket at the wrong time.
Rusty Theron was looking for the block hole. Bandari decided to come down the track. Clearly came off the inside edge. Another very good decision. Rusty Theron celebrates. Bandari knew he'd hit the inside edge. He falls for 59 and Nepal are 181 for 9.
Skyward washing machine. We care every detail.
बालुवाहुमा नभई हुन्न निर्माण टिट्टाहु सबलाई मेरै छ आड
ठाडहु बलियो म फलामे डन्डी
ढुङ्गा गिट्टी अघि नभन् घमण्डी
Avinash Pahara, the man at legs 11 for Nepal, certainly not renowned for his batting. We'll see his slightly round arm seamers later alongside Karen KC, the only 2 seamers in the Nepal side. Really big moment for that wicket though, wasn't it?
Absolutely. Nepal will lose out on few runs here. If Binod Bandari was there till the end, they could have got extra few runs. Avinash Bohra backing away from the stumps. Rashti Theron following him with the ball. There is a lot of movement with the ball as well still. Whenever he's bowling the ball into the wicket, trying to cut it, he's getting that spin actually.
I just wonder, is Rusty Theron getting a little bit of reverse swing as well? Because we saw all his movement early in his spell was away from the right-handers. But just late in this spell, he's got a bit of in-tail, a bit of reverse swing, I suspect.
Could be. That's reverse swing. The ball that got Bandari out was a perfect example. Some reverse swing there. He's also bowling his cutters, which is allowing the ball to grip onto the wicket and come in.
Avinash Bahar is going to get off the mark. He'll also keep the strike. Denies Rusty Theron a wicket maiden. He's going to finish with 2 for 41. Nepal 182 for 9.
Now, to do the most dangerous job in the world. All he has to do is stay alive. Undercover.
Early this morning. That's the block hole I was talking that Netravalkar likes to hit from around the wicket. Bahar is good enough. He'll pass it over to Sushan Bari.
They need to bat these 11 balls, even if they get about 10 from these 11, or even at 5. Runs should not be of importance here. They should look to bat the overs. They should not get all out at least. Whatever runs, 5, 6, 10, because this match is going to go down to the wire. It's not going to be a big margin win for Nepal or a cakewalk for US. It's going to go down to the wire, and all these 5, 6 runs would make a difference.
Beautiful shot there of Aaron Jones with the crowd in the background. Yeah, the 2 games we've had so far have been thrillers. Oman chasing with just 3 balls to spare. To the block hole again from Netravalkar, really good. And in the opening match of the tournament, Oman winning by just 18 runs. So I think these 3 sides are relatively closely matched. I think you're right, even if Nepal ended up with 190, 195, it won't be a cakewalk for USA.
Absolutely, and Nepal has got the bowling attack to actually challenge US in this condition.
Into the leg side, that'll just be a single. Good placement from Ian Holland. He's about 10 yards off the rope. Is it fair to say that Nepal's strength is definitely in their bowling attack rather than their batting?
No doubt in my mind. Though they do bat deep, but only a couple of batsmen in Nepal team are able to take the game away from the other team in terms of batting. They've always been a team which would bat around few players to get a total and then thrives on defending the total.
Powered down the ground by Bahara, straight to Stephen Taylor at long on. So just be a single again. No late joy from this last wicket partnership. I suppose if there's hope for Nepal, hope will come in the shape of some of the struggles that the American batsmen have had, not only on this tour, but they had a preparatory tour previously of Mumbai, and the batsmen not exactly flush with runs, so somebody's going to need to stand up for the Americans to chase this total down.
And also the quality of spin with Nepal is far better than Oman, I believe, right now, because Sandeep's inclusion in the team, and then just a single there.
Yeah, another outstanding stop from Kenjige, who's on as a subfielder yet again. I think it's Xavier Marshall that's off at the moment. In fact, he's on. It must be Rusty Theron who's gone off. But look at this, superb from the subfielder.
Full length drive to save that ball from going away for the boundary. He's already made a difference with his fielding in this game.
Yeah, and he was going the wrong way. He's a left-hander, both with bat and ball, so diving full length to his right to cut off and save a couple. Put into the leg side, but again straight to the man who fumbles. And they will get back for 2, much to the delight of the home crowd. So 6 runs coming from that over. Nepal moved to 188 for 9.
जित निर्माणको शक्तिशाली आधार एसआर स्टिल।
बाबालाई खोप लागो
पापाको पेट कटाउन
अब त छोरीलाई खोप लगाउने हो। बालबालिकालाई दादुरा र रुबेला रोगबाट बचाउन यही फागुन र चैत्र महिनामा खोप अभियान हुँदैछ। आफ्नो 9 महिनादेखि 5 वर्ष मुनिका बालबालिकालाई खोप लगाउन नजिकैको खोप केन्द्रमा लैजाऊ।
यसले बालबालिकाको जीवन रक्षा गर्छ। यो खोप निशुल्क पाइन्छ र यो सुरक्षित छ। नेपालबाट दादुरा र रुबेला रोग निवारण गरौँ।
युनिसेफ र साझेदारहरूको प्राविधिक सहयोगमा नेपाल सरकार स्वास्थ्य तथा जनसङ्ख्या मन्त्रालय र एनसेलद्वारा जनहितमा जारी।
Skyward Air Conditioners, your air, we care.
Bend in the final over, which he did bowl to Oman just a couple of days ago. He couldn't restrict it, but all he'll be trying to do is close out this innings for the USA.
Susan will not mind facing Holland. He was finding it difficult to handle Hutchinson.
He comes down the track, hits that one into the deep. Yet another fumble in the deep, this time by Xavier Marshall. It's going to allow them to get back for a second. How this home crowd love of misfield from the USA. Pressure building on the visitors.
This is the pressure built by the crowd actually. They've turned out in large numbers to support their home team. And the conditions, Andrew, has become overcast suddenly. It's gone a little darker in this GU cricket ground, but the atmosphere is electrifying.
Yeah, it certainly has gone a bit overcast, a bit of a wind cutting across the ground. It was glorious this morning. Much colder now. It's come off the top edge and it's gone straight to Saurav Netravalkar at short fine leg. It's going to end the innings. The decision to go to Holland was the right one. Barry falls for 11 and Nepal are going to be bowled all out with 4 deliveries remaining out of their 50 over allocation for 190.
Once again pulling it into the pitch. Ball not coming on to the batsman, getting the top ace, and Netravalkar positioned himself under that ball, taking an easy catch and ending Nepal's inning at 190.
यहाँ 191 रनको टार्गेट युएसए सामु प्रस्तुत गरेको छ। विराट भण्डारी र कुशल मल्लको निकै नै राम्रो प्रदर्शनका बावजुद नेपालले
आफ्नो 9
महिनादेखि 5 वर्षसम्म ल्याइपुर्याएको हो र आजको खेलमा नेपालले युएसए लाई 191 रनको टार्गेट दिएको छ। यहाँ
यो खोप निशुल्क पाइन्छ र यो सुरक्षित छ। नेपालबाट दादुरा र रुबेला रोग निवारण गरौँ।
युनिसेफ र साझेदारहरूको प्राविधिक सहयोगमा नेपाल सरकार स्वास्थ्य तथा जनसङ्ख्या मन्त्रालय र एनसेलद्वारा जनहितमा जारी।
Skyward Refrigerators, lively and fresh.
Mala 50 coming on his one-day international debut, the youngest ever to score a one-day international 50, the age of just 15. And then a really sensible knock. Bandari.
सब्स्क्राइब गरिदिनुला च्यानललाई। अब केही समयमा नेपालले आफ्नो बलिङ गर्नेछ, युएसएले ब्याटिङ गर्नेछ र नेपालले दिएको लक्ष्यलाई पछ्याउनेछ।
A very aggressive player. He likes to hit the long ball.
नेपालले जित हासिल गर्नेछ अथवा युएसएले 191 को टार्गेटमा सजिलै
loud bat Nepal.
भेट्नेछ।
Total of 190.
बाँकी नै रहेछ। कृपया
Not a big total, but it's not going to be cakewalk as we speak.
यसलाई अन्तिमसम्म हेरेर अहिले हामी केही समयलाई बिदा माग्न चाहन्छौँ। कृपया च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब गरेर माथि जानुहोला। यो लाइभलाई माया गरिदिनुहोला, सब्स्क्राइब गरेर आजको टार्गेट 1000 पुर्याउने टार्गेटलाई मेरो पुरा गरिदिनुहोला। सब्स्क्राइब गरेर मात्र जानुलाई अनुरोध गर्दछु। अहिले नेपालले 191 रनको टार्गेट दिएको छ।
Do him justice. Wickets also for Elmore Hutchinson, Ian Holland and Kareem Magor.
र अब युएसएले 191 टार्गेट पछ्याइरहँदा नेपालले
wickets falling for just 3 runs.
टार्गेट भेटाउनु अघि नै आउट गर्नेछ अथवा नेपालले युएसएले उक्त टार्गेटलाई भेटाएर नेपाललाई हराउनेछ त्यो भने हेर्न बाँकी रहेको छ। त्यति बेलासम्मको लागि हामीलाई बिदा दिनुपर्ने हुनेछ र जाँदा जाँदै कृपया च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब गर्नको लागि हार्दिक अनुरोध गर्न चाहन्छु। कृपया च्यानल सब्स्क्राइब गरिदिनु होला। हजुरहरूको साथ र सहयोग बिना म अधुरो रहनेछु। कृपया च्यानल सब्स्क्राइब गर्नको लागि धेरै अनुरोध गर्न चाहन्छु। कृपया च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब गरेर मात्रै जानु होला यहाँबाट।